So into the role-playing game, we are still in intermission, and we have finished year 8 after the Chronolob was inaugurated. So that's a whole year in a calendar year in this world. That means that it's about 8 months since Marjura, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Which is starting to feel like a distant memory for everyone. Maybe a nightmare. Maybe nothing actually happened.
The horrors will never go away.
The horrors will never.
I saw a thing.
The mind is starting to sort of plug those horrifying memories with, I don't know, things so you don't have to remember them? I don't know. Anyhow, this show is rated R for horrors and terrible behavior on the part of a lot of characters, including possibly these adventures. I don't know. But only to people who deserve it, right?
That's right.
Wow.
That's what
Are
I
they
call
really
myself.
people?
And you will be the judge of who deserves it.
A very harsh judge at it.
Yes.
Who else would you trust to do the job?
Someone's got to be.
Right? So, with us today, we have on the left on my screen.
Hi,
Yep.
I'm Stephanie, and I am playing Eldrida da Vumbra. Eldrida is a little bit witch, little bit drug dealer, a little bit ranger, a little bit swordswoman. I don't really know. She's sort of a catch-all for the group, and she's great.
She is that, yes.
Hello, I am Harsamina. I am playing Nefria da Kolhalla, your local rabble-rouser slash maybe commander of a handful of, troops or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be getting interesting.
Hello, I'm Goat. I'm playing Sifanu da Krimbydh, the wizard of the group. Mostly necromancy, but I dabble in other stuff.
Dabble. Haven't started with demonology yet, have you? No.
No, not yet.
But it might be that you will be able to learn other wizardry on the next level up, I think. Yes. All right.
I'm the infamous Rob. I get to play Sir Artegue da Fontra Cilor. Generally involved in keeping all the rest of these guys alive, and when that's not pressing, I do like killing Trachorians to free people. It's a lot of fun. You should try it out. And the start of this session may have been a long time coming. I'll enjoy it. Then we'll have another 2 sessions of not killing Trachorians, and then we'll return.
Hey, let's not count out next session. Those bastards are known to crash parties.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh dear. Trachoria is the empire of harmony and peace, where all groups get together and like each other very much, like a huge, happy family, cuddly, kumbaya style.
You see the people in those mines, though? I'm not feeling the kumbaya.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. We've done another turn of the Game of Shadows, which has its own video where I do everything for it, and you can hear the detailed accounts. But for tonight, what is important is that, in fact, the shadow powers that these brave adventurers, some of them, have and that are involved with Trinsmyran specifically, this northern island where the rebellion is brewing, apparently. It has changed some things here. So we have, in Hymbergond, for example, we have Limer Späde, who now has level 2 influence there. So that means that Nefria can throw a fate dice to the chalice and kindly ask Limer to provide her with support for a scene, like an NPC, for example, that could show up and help her out if she wants that. And Fundibéra got level 3 influence in Kark, which is a lot, like a lot, which means that Eldrida can go to that province and do the same thing, but get a lot more support. Like if she needs basically anything she needs, which is terrifying. Lots of money,
Shows
an
up,
army,
I need a trailer full of hash.
Yeah. Do you need an army? Do you need all the money? It'll be there. It'll be there. That's but you have to go to Kark for that, and spend a fate die. So no such help is available in Hymbergond because Fundibéra's influence has not gone that far yet. So we'll see if they make use of this during the session. Maybe they will. Who wants to summarize last session? It was a month ago, which our audience won't notice because I have so many episodes to edit that they'll just keep going.
Yeah, they get a nice buffer. Everyone else gets to be a little rusty.
Yep.
So last session, we went to Gaffe's Rock, which is apparently where Fundibéra throws her parties. Where honestly a lot of things went on with Nefria that I didn't take notes on because it's Nefria's stuff, not mine. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. What went on with Nefria? Could help?
With Nefria or Eldrida?
Oh, Eldrida. Thank you. I'm
mostly
sorry.
Eldrida.
Eldrida.
Yeah.
Wrong name association. My bad.
And Fundibéra threw a party.
Yeah, she did.
Let me pull up my notes.
It was a very
we
hard-rated party.
We met with Fundibéra on the 10th month of Tarragon. Told her everything about our journey, showed her some magic items. She was particularly interested in any mention of Shagul being sort of maybe not alive anymore. I made some party drugs for the party that went wild, and there was a portal that opened. Fundibéra took Sifanu and Eldrida to her private chamber during the party, then threw a portal in the mountain and initiated us into moon magic. If we wanna go that route. During said initiation, things happened that we shall not speak of.
To the grave.
And then Kalmakas later, after the party when we're all hungover, Kalmakas, the brother of Fundibéra, came to find us. He helped us identify some of the magic items and talk about them. We learned the command words for the mirror. I have some various notes on Kalmakas, like he has a magical staff with a moving hand, apparently. I don't really know what that's all about. Moving head?
No, I think we have the magic staff.
Yeah, you have the magical staff with the
We have the magic staff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one we took off Graphicanus that I believe Sifanu's walking around with.
But he did mention
okay.
what that moving hand was, which is apparently a demon.
Yeah.
Yep, and we've got names. My weapon has the name of Stormendrag.
Yes,
Cool.
Sturmendrang.
And the black, and Artegu's black broadsword is Nabakus. Did I do all those? Man, I'm doing great on this Swedish pronunciation. I really appreciate it. Let's see.
Like
we learned
a
the
native.
commands of the mirror and found out that the mirror can show consequences of an action if said in verse, such as mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me how I'm about to fall. You know, if you're going up a mountain, I'm pretty sure that might be useful. Something like that. That was about it. I mean, if that's not enough, that was that's about
I thought
it.
there was
really.
some mention of the mirror trapping things.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So the mirror can. There's also something trapped in the mirror. It's a slave to the mirror, and that's how we have to activate it because it's the thing that basically makes it magical. Because this is old magic, back when things were, you know, complicated. There's also a chance that we could get stuck in the mirror. So, you know, use at your own discretion.
Yep.
But we do have a counter phrase to stop that.
You do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tired is the eye of test, mirror slave, let thy gaze rest.
And you also went up to Hymbergond and heard everything about the new condottier, who is apparently not, shall we say, soft-spoken and turning the other cheek in his manners and affairs.
That's Simba the Butcher?
Yes, that's him, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a total sweetheart.
And he did not earn that sobriquet by having been a farmhand dealing with pigs for the slaughter.
I thought he just had excellent sliced meat. meats. Hold on.
This is not a purveyor of fine meats and cut meats.
He is not.
This is
No.
Very
this
disappointed.
is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
But we did assess last time that him and his fortress and his small army of Trachorians was more than we were willing to frontally assault.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
aside from our backup plan that involved Eldrida and Nefria sneaking in to poison them, which I was pretty okay with.
And that brings us to where we're at now, I suppose, which is basically you've been scouting out a mine. You were talking about doing a raid against this mine.
Yes,
And-
we were.
We will.
I
also-
believe we'd really come up with a fully fledged plan for raiding this mine. In fact,
even that, and it is now the new year.
Did I even say that this plan might be a good one? I was a little
Yeah,
shocked by the
I
whole thing.
think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I ain't
dooming
saying
us to
nothing.
failure, but
But I finally get to summon an undead army. I'm so excited.
I'm so
maybe that's a
excited.
backup. Or, just summon an undead army. I'm not going to judge you.
I'm gonna have some snow coming down here because it is the first month of the year and it is the mountains and therefore it is cold. And
I can't see anything. Is that just me?
Yeah, I can't see anything either. I got a message that says
I
I
haven't put
token.
your token there. Let me
Yep.
fix that. So everybody has a token.
Guys, gotta get.
Heyo.
We have Eldrida up there. We have Nefria and Sifanu. That is all of yous.
There. All right. And we got some reavers up here.
Yes, of course.
Hoppers.
Nefria's
The best
Reavers
way.
is on it. In on it. I've put down some, workers. They're working.
Working on a chain gang. All right, so
Literally
there,
in this case.
So there were two buildings there.
Yep.
I can't really see the buildings as well anymore now that they're blocking line of sight for some strange reason. But so the building back here-ish, and then there was
there
like
were-
a building down here-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were two barracks back there.
Yep. And I already got the mountain's permission to block the doors with stone, and Sifanu had already enchanted some arrows, with which Eldrida and the Reavers were then going to light the garrisons on fire. And while they burned to death, we were going to rain havoc down upon the rest of the Trachorians in the camp till they surrendered.
Sounds legit.
That's a plan. A
Does
horrifying
anyone-
plan, but a plan.
At least that is to my memory. Does anyone else recollect anything I'm missing? Like Sifanu remembered his undead army plan, and I've completely forgotten that.
No,
Yeah.
I think that's a solid plan.
Yeah, that's about what I remember too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure we weren't missing anything. And we're up here on like this ledge, yeah?
Yeah. You know,
Cool.
crawling over the mountainside and looking down into the camp below, using the terrain to your advantage. At least Nefria is at home here. Eldrida is as well. The Reavers are too. Sifanu and Sir Artegue not so much, but you've been outdoors before. Well, reluctantly maybe.
It was pretty cold on Majura too, so
Yeah.
at this point we're used to just being cold all the goddamn
Right.
time.
Right? Quite so.
Oh, how I miss my
we have,
deserts.
we have all the equipment for it. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're covered
you've
in
taken,
fuzzard fat.
I'm gonna say that you've been taking like weeks to prepare this. You've been scouting. You've been you've seen those villages that were gutted. Like last time we did the scene with the refugees that had run away from the slave camp, and
The 5 escaped slaves in a
Yeah,
village that was
and-
otherwise completely harvested.
yeah, and that's not the
Yeah.
only place. Like
Pretty
there's,
much.
there's so many small mountain villages with 20, 30 people who used to live there that are no longer inhabited at all. The Trachorian forces have been stern, shall we say? Stern? Is that a good word? Is that a slight... No?
No, I think
No.
you're underselling it.
I think I'm... Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
of it,
think
yeah.
Commander tortures for sport is, stern's not the right word.
That's a fair point. Maybe I'm being, understated here, British style.
Yeah, right. He's got
So-
a bit of a foul reputation.
Yes. So, what do we want to start with here?
I'll go ahead and have my reavers get positioned, on
Yep.
this bridge for some archery.
Mm-hmm. Shall we do some
And then I'll ask
sneaking
the,
for them? Now, I have to say, we start here. I haven't given anyone a fate die for summarizing last session because there's nothing left in the challenge.
Will soon change.
I was about to say, I'm about to throw dice in the challenge.
Oh, so many.
And we can throw some dice in for Nefria's Reavers as well. So again, we come back to the command roll. You do not have the capacity yet, Harshamina, Nefria, to command a large force. You can command a force of 8, so a squad basically. You have more than that. You have like 3 squads, but that's more than you can use your fate dice for. So I'm not going to give you more than that 1 level for your command. But you can also add 1, if you used just that 1 squad and keep the others in reserve, you can also put a fate die into their skills when they do a coordinated attack on a squad of Trachorian soldiers down here.
Yeah, let's go for that.
I think we talked about how many they were last time, and it's about a squad that is, in service at any given time. They typically don't need to be more than that.
Not going to see them no more.
Did we want to have Sir Artegue and Sifanu? Let's see now. Who's the worst sneak in this group?
I'm the best, so the rest of you probably Artegue.
Artegue is
Yeah, probably.
not a great sneak? No.
Not
that
with armor.
way?
Fire, yo.
It's fire.
Yeah, so 1.
yeah.
As long as
but
I'm in armor.
You are in armor, aren't you? Do you want
So
to wait
suppose I
with getting up to the ledge until after the mayhem starts, so as to not give everyone away by, making noise in your armor?
I suppose, is it if I'm not up on the ledge, does that prevent Artegue from stoning the building?
That would be the case, yes. So maybe you need to be on the ledge. Okay, let's
All right,
roll your 2
he will
fire
just-
here.
He will just take off the heavy armor and put on light armor and sigh melodramatically.
Okay, that's fair. So then you have your 2 dice in fire, and I'll roll some wind for certain Trachorian guards here. Not gonna say that they're amazing at it, but who knows? Maybe they will be lucky this time. This is Trachorian guards here. I was luckier than you.
Hold on, what did you actually roll there? You
6
rolled
and 2.
A6.
Yeah.
So I need to get A6 out of 2 die.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
well,
2
fuck it,
successes
let's go
works.
bowling. So this actually kind of, sneaking up like this, which isn't something Artegue does a lot, actually kind of reminds him of the time he had to sneak into that neighboring family's tomb to steal his warhammer from them.
Oh, yes, you did still steal criticism, didn't you? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We will check off that experience and re-roll your failures.
I mean, not guaranteeing this helps, but,
Oof.
No.
That was-
Haven't even rolled a 4 yet.
That was terrible. Okay. So,
Well,
Should have
great
just kept the
start.
armor up.
why don't you describe, Sir Artegue, what happens as you are trying to sneak up on this place and you blow it?
Gosh, I suppose Artegue just tries to follow Eldrida and sneak like Eldrida sneaks, and is just clumsy enough to step on a rock that sets off another rock, and so on and so forth, until there's a small downpouring of rocks and certainly the noise of falling rocks.
And the guards turn around and, oh there! And I guess it's on, right? It's pretty much on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was already on.
They just didn't know it.
They just didn't know it.
We knew it was on.
Yep,
That's
you
right.
Sure did.
We had our prep rounds.
Yeah. So, okay then. I'm so used to playing Forbidden Lands, I was gonna go like, Forbidden, let's do initiative! But no, we don't do that here. Who has the highest fire? Which is, of course, Eldrida.
Yep.
So, yeah, you've noticed how he did that, and that wasn't good.
Oh boy. So what's my easiest way down here? Just straight on?
I suppose. If you want to climb down, I'm gonna make that either a fire or stone check, which in your case will be fire, of course.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna try to climb down here.
I don't think you have any attributes, any abilities there that would help you climb down. No, you don't have thievery or athleticism or anything like that.
Yeah.
I guess because it's outdoors, I could allow you to use huntsman for that purpose. Like you're used to being outdoors, so if you want to throw a
I
fate
am
die on
hunting
this,
things.
yeah, you are.
Yes. I will use a fate die.
All right, so 4 dice to climb down the slope, and we now have officially a die in the chalice again.
Here to help.
Yep, and that
Ta-da.
is no problem at all. With a 6, you are describe
Where do I end
the
up?
nimbleness of Eldrida the mountain goat, please.
So Eldrida, from all of her time pathfinding, is able to sort of slide down in kind of a, Jedi wall fashion, if you know what I'm talking about. Sword in hand and prepared for battle. Mikkel, where would you like me to land?
You can land somewhere around there. Yeah, that's fine.
Is this good? Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
will go here then.
The convicts, the prisoners, the slaves, they are all just looking up and in amazement and stupor, because surely they have been drugged with zombine or something like that, and just just pure exhausted from the harshness of the treatment of how they've been treated here by the mercenaries. So they will just look at you blankly and so on. We go on to who is next? That would be Nefria. I think Nefria has a 2, and Artegue has a 2, and Sifanu has a 2. Everybody has a 2, right?
Yep.
In fire.
Nope. So
All
it
right.
doesn't really matter what order we do things in. Do
It
you want
doesn't, yeah.
buildings on fire first, or
I mean, I would trap them in first, so I would say Artegue, Sifanu, and then I'll launch some arrows via my Reaver friends.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Artegue will finish stumbling to the top of that ridge, cursing loudly. He
You're
will
doing
stop. He'll stop and he'll get down on all fours, put his forehead to the gravel, and ask very nicely for the earth to rise up around those doors and entomb the Trachorians
Very good.
in their new homes.
Yeah, in their new homes.
And I'll spend 2 fate die.
Oh my
So
god.
don't tell me about the chalice being empty no more, Mikhail.
I'm quiet. You've never heard me speak of such things.
Oh my god, I'm the worst.
That was.
It's 2. It's what you needed, right?
That was
Yeah.
2 successes though. So, but it's not. Oh, but you have. Well, this is creationist magic now. So
Yes,
you've
I already
asked
asked
the
permission.
mountain kindly, and I did say a 2 difficulty level, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So
I believe
yeah,
so.
the ground around the barracks shifts ever so slightly, just enough stone pokes up to jam this door shut. The door's shut, and you're using 2 points here in your magic, which means that the cost for doing the magic will be I'm gonna ask you what kind of cost you want for this. So We have.
What I'd really like is to be able to do things without failing at them continually.
You've done
I
such
tell you
before.
what. No, it's not really.
Magic mishaps. Spell backfires and affects you instead of the target? Probably not. Spell affects a friend or another unintended target? Probably not. Are you gonna get exhaustion equal to the power level? Or damage equal to the power level? Or glimpse of the world between worlds? Fear power level? Or
Alright, so remind me, if I fill up, for instance, I have 2 fire. When I fill up both of those boxes, I'm broken? Or is it when I fill up the next box that doesn't exist that I break?
it's when you fill up the next box that you are. So when you are at your blood +1 that you are in fact broken.
Alright, then yes, Artegue, yeah, I suppose we'll pick up 2 points of exhaustion. This is just a very heavy lift, and he rolled very poorly.
He did, yeah. You could take a temporary consequence instead of 1 point of exhaustion if you want.
Nah, whatever.
Okay. Your enemies will get to use that exhaustion against you in,
I
say...
don't have any enemies. I'm up here on this ledge.
That's right.
Well, I mean, let's hope they don't have crossbows, I guess.
That was my hope the whole time, yes.
They have
Well, they're very bad crossbows.
maybe.
Maybe they'll have to wind them. Who knows?
So this
maybe they'll roll
exertion,
one.
I think that what you're doing when you're reaching out to feel the ground, the spirits of stone, and ask them kindly, they're feisty, they're grumpy, they woke up on the wrong side today. And so you are really sweating profusely as you cajole them into doing your will finally.
Pretty
That
pleased with
is-
sugar on top.
Yeah. Feels like you've been running a marathon. Sifanu, what did you want to do?
Raise me an undead army. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Ah, yes, the graveyard.
Wait, graveyard or fire?
No, he's not the. He enchanted the arrows already.
Oh God, that's right. Good. Carry on, fire.
That was last time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, undead army. Yes.
Yeah,
cool,
undead
cool.
army.
Burning.
All right,
That was
so I
part
have
of
a
the prep.
base of. I have a base of 5 dice, right?
Let's have a look here again. How did I close down your character sheet? That was silly. You have 2 levels of necromancy and your 3 levels of wind, so that's 5 dice altogether.
Okay.
You have prepared this before, I guess?
Well, I mean, we did do that prep phase. Could I have
Yeah.
done some?
I can
Okay.
allow you another die for that.
Okay.
That's basically it, isn't it? So you
Nope.
put in.
I'm
2
gonna take
fate-
that 2 points that Rob just used because I'm a heathen.
Yes, you can.
Here to help.
So
And in fact, can I still use that point when I made the arrows?
yeah, why not?
Yes, 9 dice.
Oh my god. And
Jesus
4 of
Christ,
them will
goat.
be fate dice, will they not?
Uh-huh.
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 So now there is, in fact, more dice in the chalice. That's a lot of ones. I'm scared now.
Yeah, that's only
but
2 of my
not
ones.
not too bad because none of the, well, only the one of the 4 fate dice is a 1, which means that your reputation goes up yet again.
No. Remember when I accidentally raised those rats that one time? I'm gonna get a reroll.
Yeah. Is that how it is? You've already
Reroll
used
that
that one
one.
though.
No, I just clicked it.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
You were faster than me. So yeah, re-roll those ones then. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes already. Yeah, okay.
You like murder hobo.
Yes.
You're not murdering hobos. What's wrong with you? And
All right,
I
so
own
I'm
a home.
re-rolling 4.
You can re-roll as many as you want. You can re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice if you want.
Yeah, actually, as long as the last one doesn't roll 1 again, I'll be fine.
Exactly. And it didn't.
What?
No
You
one.
added
Stefano.
3 more successes to that, and one of them is 6. Okay, This will be intense, folks. Necromancy. The dead will guard. So, you wanted to raise an army of undead, which is a level 3, difficulty level 3, to get 25 level 1 undead.
How many of these miners have died?
Quite a few.
I was thinking a lot.
I'm going to add another for, just the range thing here, so difficulty level 4, but that's fine, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, right?
And 2 of them are 6s.
And 2 of them are 6s. So you have a level 6 power here. Oh dear. You have difficulty 3, 25 level or how many? Do you want to make them 2nd level undead? What you can spend successes on here is make them stronger, give them 1 more stone, make them durable, which means that they would last for as long as you want, including possibly permanently until the undead are destroyed.
As tempting it is to wander around with an army of the undead, I think I should pass.
You're a stronger man than me.
Put him on my ship with the Reavers. This is fine. It's the death boat.
Do you have enough successes to make undead sailors here?
So how many? We have 7 levels to play around with here.
So yeah, can I get more than 25?
Yes. So difficulty 4 yields 25, and then the next one is times 5 again. So, 25 times 5 for difficulty 4. That is 125 undead. If they have killed 125 people here, they all rise as level 1 undead.
Dude, give him an extra point of stone and go to town.
Yeah, extra point of stone, extra point.
All right.
Just to check here, just to check here, the full understanding here. Sifanu will be in control of these undead, right? We're not just.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Carry on. I trust the necromancer to do right here. That's cool. That's cool. Carry on.
Good concerns.
Yeah. So.
Inquiring minds want to know.
To reanimate a human or animal requires a ritual that takes 1 scene. So I'm gonna say, because you've been working in this area for weeks to prepare this, that's part of the ritual. So,
okay, because I was just fine with just saying that I have to keep concentration on them. That works for me too.
It takes the scene. So at the end of the scene, they'd rise. But I'm gonna abstract this a little bit because rule of cool. So yes, they will rise. A lot of them will rise. All of them will rise, I guess.
With
I just want to be
stone
clear.
Durability.
Yes.
At this point, you have an MO, Sifanu. You have an MO.
That means that they will have. Well, I mean, I guess these guys died having strength stone 1, right? Because they were exhausted and all that. But rising up, they have stone 2 because they all might get a stone plus 1 just for rising, and then another stone. So stone 3.
They're all 3.
All of them have stone 3.
These cards are so dead.
Yes.
This is so bad.
They were originally just to pay a distraction, but no, they're all gonna die.
So
You know how we
I'm
said
gonna put
all
out
the
some
plans? I like
skeletons
all
here.
the plans.
Just, to illustrate what's happening here and how everyone is going to be just absolutely petrified when they see them. Because not only do you, raise them, they also have a terror value. So when people see these things coming out of the graves, they will all have to roll win checks against the terror. Yeah, that's going to be great.
This is my finest moment ever.
Sifanu.
I'm gonna roll 2d6 for their terror.
What I'm hearing is we need to start carrying skeleton anatomy sets around.
Trachorian soldiers rolled 2 for their. No, this is the skeleton rolling the terror, isn't it? Dan?
Yeah. The skeletons rolled 2 for terror.
No, I was okay.
You rose the freshly dead, all right? It's not enough, just skeletons, all right? No. These
There's
are
definitely
rotting
some zombies
bodies.
in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. the whole eye hanging by the ocular nerve sort of thing because the muscles have degenerated. It's great.
I think they always get at least some terror value, don't they? I'm gonna give them a terror value of 2, so I roll those 2 dice, and I'll roll the wind for the Trachorian soldiers when they see this, and now they need 2 successes and can't win unless it's 2 sixes because.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Get it out early.
I guess it's 2 sixes. They do not break from seeing this, which is really impressive. But just because they don't get scared doesn't mean that the undead aren't there to do bad things to them, right? And they will badly outnumber the soldiers by now. Nefria, you've been so patient. What are you doing while all this is going on?
So it's my understanding that at least my squad of 8 have some fire arrows courtesy of Sifanu that they're launching at these barracks.
That could very well be the case. Are we going to use some of your fate dice here?
Yes.
Like 1 command and 1 for their archery? Because they do have archery. They have marksmanship level 1, and so that means that you can throw in 2 fate dice for this. And you will thus get... They only have the 2 fire, but they do have a longbow, so that's 3 total, and then your 2 fate dice to that, so that will be 5 dice to shoot at the barracks, which are an easy target, so I'll give you another die for that, so 6 dice in total.
Broadside of a barracks.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Here we go. Godspeed.
That was terrible.
That's even worse than me.
That's fine though. That's cool. That's cool. I guess I can re-roll stuff, right? Let's cash in an experience here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with rouse the workers to rebel against the Trachorian overlords. That has shades of command to it, I think.
All right, I'll allow it.
Shades.
Yeah. Leader. Yeah.
What am I re-rolling everything?
Re-rolling everything.
Yeah.
Just do it over.
Nothing there
We
worth
never
keeping.
saw that first one.
Oh,
Hey,
What?
and now it's every single die is a success.
3 sixes.
And 3
Hey.
sixes.
Fate die into the chalice.
They are Robin Hood, all of them. There's just this cloud of arrows. Well, cloud, it's 8 arrows. Flying over the ground and over the camp, all of them with, some fire attached to there, and just hitting just where they need to hit on the barracks to bury themselves really deeply from those longbows. And the fire has started. You are, in fact, the fire starter in this case.
I believe these were Mikhail's magic fire arrows. So what did we have these do? Do these explode?
Yeah. Yes, they explode.
Yes, they do.
is dig deep first, and then they light things on fire.
Yes.
Deep.
Boom, boom.
On flambe. And then a boom.
All right,
They're
so
bunker buster arrows.
if we can do that consistently, we have a whole new way to siege castles.
Yeah. That's terrible. Like, the Trachorian soldiers, the mercenaries, they do have their weapons at the ready because, they are watching the people around here. They're a bit confused by now because everything happened at once. That was bad. I'm gonna roll a wind check for them to see if they are super confused or if they will be able to actually shoot someone. They will be able to actually shoot someone.
God damn, it's Trachorians.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
This makes it more worthwhile in the end.
See, that's how we should think about this. So basically, we will get them shooting things at you. I think one of them will take aim at Eldrida and shoot her because they can. You will get to roll your fire to dodge away from this. It's a crossbow. I'm rolling 3 dice, basically. Do they have marksmanship for that? I don't have marksmanship for that. So yeah, that's why you use a crossbow, because you don't have a marksmanship for that. So I'll roll 3d6 and see if I hit Eldrida. Maybe.
Oof.
Eldrida, roll 3d6 to duck from the crossbow bolt that's coming in.
On it.
Quick, Eldrida. Aquatic bird. Aquatic bird.
That's 1 success when you needed, in fact, 2. Ugh. You are hit.
Okay.
That's not so good. Crossbows do damage.
They do.
They do. You are very surprised, aren't you?
I'm shocked.
Shocked, we say.
I thought they were like a personal massage device.
Right?
He's not Nerf. Are we not playing with Nerf?
That is, in fact,
These are not regulation, Nerf.
Exactly. That is, in fact, 2 points of damage to you. Unless you want to take a consequence of some kind to lower it a little bit. What is your stone? Your stone is 2,
Yeah.
so you will survive getting that hit, but...
I will opt to take a consequence. Let's see.
Temporary one
So-
or a permanent one?
I will take a temporary one, and I will say that this has made it like it's pierced like part of my lung area, and it's made it difficult for me to breathe. So, what? I'm down on stone tests, or how would that
fire,
work?
maybe? Yeah, stone. If you want,
Or fire?
Pick one of them. It's up to you, really.
Stone. I would go with stone. It's
Yep.
like weakened me, my resilience. I'm going to go down.
Yeah. Punctured lung. I'm actually gonna have to be the bearer of bad news and say, since I rolled a 6 with that, you did actually take 3 points of damage altogether. But because of your consequence, you are not dead yet. But you have 2 points of damage right now.
Now,
Ugh.
the six that I rolled doesn't do anything to
It
help
doesn't.
that
No,
or
it's,
anything.
it's an all or nothing thing. This.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And like
So
armor, it blocks all the
you
damage
you are
out of it.
basically skewered by that crossbow bolt in your chest. That hurt a lot.
Ouchies.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouchies,
I'm gonna shoot some more crossbow bolts here because they are on their toes. These guys clearly. And before you turn your attention to them, they will turn their attention to you. I'm gonna have one of them shoot. Eldrida was obviously because she's on the ground, but we also have a whole bunch of reavers up there. So I'm gonna shoot some reavers as well.
There's also 100 undead behind them.
Yeah, don't know if they've seen them because the noise from Sir Artegue made them look that way. They will notice the undead soon enough, yes, and then
Say
bad
soon
things
enough.
will happen. This is a hit on a reaver. Nefria, do you want to roll a reaver fire check here? It's 2 dice.
Yeah.
See if they can.
Do they have any kind of like, and I'm not fully up on their skills here. Is there any kind of like berserker thing that makes them like a little happier with damage?
You know what? They do have the berserker ability because they are in fact Wolfkin, and all Wolfkin have that. So I'm gonna have you decide which expertise it might be, because I didn't choose one yet because for some reason. You can have Ignore Misery, or Fearless, or Incommunicado, or Keep Fighting, or Maim. Ignore Misery means that the enemy can't use your misery against you. Fearless is what it sounds like. You get bonuses to fear checks. Incommunicado means that you cannot be reached by rhetorical attacks. So your forte with profanities, for example, if you meet an enemy who has Berserker Incommunicado specialist, you can't reach them with your insults. Keep Fighting means that when you're broken by misery, you can roll for fire and spend at least 1 fate die, and if you succeed, you're not broken and can keep fighting. And
With
Maim
no more
means
misery.
that if you have a successful melee attack, you can spend an extra fate die to maim the enemy.
But ignore misery stops them from using your misery against you in combat.
Yes.
Now that seems pretty good.
Ignore misery. Very good. So even if they get hit, they will ignore that and just go on. So the enemy can't use the misery against you. That is okay. So we have. Did you roll your 2d6 here for the Reavers? There we go. That's a success, but it's not 2 successes. So one of your Reavers will be hit the same way Eldrida was, and that's 3 points of damage. And unfortunately, that particular Reaver will no longer be joining us for the rest of his life. He has gone to wherever wolf can go when they die. Ugh! Fallen. But you have more. You have reserves, right?
Well, I'm not sure we're taking prisoners anymore.
Right. Okay, so just to be clear, the 3 points of damage take on their 3 points of stone, and then they're dead.
They have 2 points of... Oh, do they have 3 points of stone? Oh, they have 3 points of stone. You're correct. He's not dead yet.
Not dead yet!
Yeah!
We're not putting him in the back of the
Boys
carriage
stay
yet.
alive.
Yes.
Hooray!
I'm gonna...
I would like to swap him out at the first convenience.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in a moment here. I'm gonna do... I mean, by your cunning, you have literally managed to isolate the people in the barracks from coming out. So this is gonna be over quicker than one would like, maybe. As a and
Don't forget, they're also burning, and there were explosions in those barracks.
it's just bad to be in the barracks right now. It's bad. I mean, it gets even worse when the fire spreads, but it's not good now either.
Like,
I
If
might,
they find
I
their
might
way
shoot
out, they'll
another
find
Reaver.
125 undead.
We have how many Reavers do we have? We have 8, and I rolled a d12, and the Reavers are 1 to 8, and the rest of you are 1 to 4 in alphabetical order. Let's see who gets shot. This is the last shot. That's another Reaver. The rest of the guards will... I mean, they basically just react. When they hear you coming and they see these arrows loosened, they just react with their spines as good soldiers should and just take aim and shoot.
they're well trained.
They are. And this
Real
one
shame.
also hits something, which is in this case Reaver. If you want to roll your 2d6 for that Reaver, maybe he can get out of that trouble, but he can't. He will also take 2 points of damage there. Goes through that light armor because these are crossbows. So 2 of your people are wounded. We go on to the next turn. Initiative switches over to their side. You will hear screaming from the barracks. People are you know what? The second turn, I think they're still...
I think Eldrida's still first.
Yes. She's
they've
not
got
the
3.
attacker, though.
Well, right.
So that's correct. Okay, Eldrida, what are you going to do?
I drink my healing potion.
What was that?
I drink my healing potion.
Yes, go ahead.
The healing, physical damage healing of 1. That's what I do.
Yeah, okay. Then you no longer have that 1 point of damage to you.
Can I move into some kind of cover?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I will do. Can I go
Behind those
behind
carts.
these? I stumble behind these rocks or something.
Yeah, you just run over there and just throw yourself into cover behind those rocks.
Yeah, I
And,
hide behind the rocks and drink a potion. Very, very heroic.
Very heroic. Yes.
At
But
least
that
you
also
got
means
down
that
the
you're
wall
down to damage
heroically.
1 right now because the potion healed 1 point, right? So that's good for you. And I'm gonna roll the command check for these guys. So now we're gonna abstract things here because Nefri, I'm guessing that your next command is to have the Reavers attack the soldiers.
A classic, yes.
Because
Classic
you've
move.
already done the barracks thing.
Yeah, that's already on fire.
That's what. So
Mission
I'm gonna
accomplished.
have
Good
the
boys.
soldiers do their. We go into mass combat. Soldiers versus Reavers, and they're gonna have to hold out for 1 turn before the slow-moving undead start to make it over to the actual battleground. They rose the first turn when Sifanu triggered the spell, came out of the ground. The second turn, they're moving slowly, shuffling forwards. What was that?
I should have spent a die on their speed. I didn't think of that. Damn.
That's correct. They do not
walkers.
have a lot of... Yeah, that's one of the things with the undead. They're slow.
Yeah.
Very slow. There's a bazillion of them, but they are slow. You will probably hear shouting from one of the towers close to the slave encampment there, who they're losing their crossbows and screaming, "Alarm! The dead are walking!" Which is,
You're
you're
welcome, world.
So beautiful.
This is pretty common for us at this point. You know, I'm just getting used to hearing people screaming when Sifanu is around.
Right.
Yep.
Everywhere we go, people scream about the undead rising. Like, you know.
Sometimes it's not even us screaming, though, and those are the best.
I'm gonna roll a 3d6 here for crossbow bolts flying from the rest of the guards who are available to shoot at Nefria's Reavers. And this is squad versus squad now, basically. And that... No, it's not a skeleton I'm rolling for. Let's do that again, then.
No, that was a good roll.
There we go. That was a worse roll.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a single success with crossbow bolts flying. You know what? They don't have crossbow bolts flying because they have just loosed their crossbows. They are reloading this turn.
Awful
Downside
shame
of
about your
crossbows.
crossbows.
Why don't you, Nefria? If you want to shoot them, though, feel free
Yeah, I'd be
to
super
lose.
into that.
Yeah, feel free to lose some arrows at them. You want to spend another 2 fate dice to command your reavers to shoot the people?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Was that? God, how many was that?
You will be
total.
now on...
One for marksmanship, one for command.
Yeah, so that's 2. That's your 2 fate dice, and then 2 for their fire and 1 for their longbow. So 5 in total.
There we go. Boom.
It's a hit, barely. I'm gonna say that mine rolled there. Oh, it's not gonna be 3d6. It's gonna be 2d6 because they are trying to duck while reloading. That is what they will be doing, and their fire is. They have heavy armor, don't they? Their fire is a 1d6.
Ah!
It's a success! But it's a single success! And the attacker... Oh, they are the ones who count as the attackers this turn. They will run for cover everywhere, so you're commanding your reavers to loose the longbows, and those heavy warbow arrows are flying through the air, striking into the ground. But these soldiers, they know what to do. They are running, diving behind the refuse heap, behind the house corner, any type of cover they can possibly find. And there's a whole bunch of arrows just sticking out of all these places. Dunk, 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 dunk. You don't actually harm them this turn. That is basically what they can do. Yeah?
I was gonna say, can Nefria take the opportunity to, shout about like, "Hey, Trachorians, you're on the wrong side of the undead horde"?
You can, but you can't use an ability to do it.
Oh, totally fair.
So, because you've just commanded,
taunting.
you're like,
Yep.
there, target them now.
Yeah, no, I just want to try to call some more attention and distract them.
Yeah. Sir Artegue, what are you gonna do?
Since I was going to perhaps raise some earthworks to protect Nefria's Reavers from arrows, but as I see they're reloading while the undead close in upon them, Artegue's just going to sit here, and sure, if they fire more arrows up here, then I will raise the earth, to deflect arrows, possibly. And until then, I'm just going to sit here and watch.
All right, watch the
This
show.
doesn't seem like the sort of thing I want to jump into.
You don't have a cup of mocha available, unfortunately.
Woo! Go skeletons!
Like, yeah, like, I was
That's
gonna say, like, you could reach into my purse and snag my pipe with smoke holes.
No, I might have to do something later, so I don't want to be high.
Sifanu, do you want to do anything?
Don't fight under the influence.
Can I actually control them if I focus? Like, you guys go over there, you guys go over there.
I would think so. Let me double check just to be sure. Wake the dead. I mean, technically it says that you're waking them only, but, I mean... Given the successes you rolled, I'm gonna say that they're gonna... Yeah, they're gonna follow
Accept
you.
commands.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So where do you want
you
to
said there was a lookout tower?
Yeah, there is a lookout tower. It's hard for you to see here because of your angle. You don't really have line of sight on it.
Okay, never mind then. They'll all...
But we've been scouting though, right?
Yes. It will be around... if you just follow the wall of the palisade where the slaves are, it's on the other side of that. So it's basically just on the other side of the slave encampment. And the slave encampment is down here. In short,
well,
you know where it is.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send about 15 of them after the lookout tower, and then I'll send the rest of them towards the main camp.
It is literally Night of the Living Dead here.
Yeah, it is.
It's just bad. In fact, I'm gonna unlock the viewing of the rest of the scene just because this is fun now.
A wholesale slaughter here.
Yep. Pretty much.
I feel like there's some fun literary cinematic critique to be had with George Romero's Night of the Living Dead or whatever, and like what happens at the mall, and like zombies are consumers, and now you have the zombie horde like taking down the empire, like revenge of the consuming masses on there. It's good. I like it.
I mean, why don't we introduce some of this stuff here just to, show the world that all of this is in fact Finn Fire now. Yep. This is so bad. For them.
This is so great.
I mean, I think it's very apropos. Like, that's,
Right.
Maybe you
the
should.
slaves they killed are rising up to kill them.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't have made so many dead bodies here.
If only like one slave had died of old age, they wouldn't have a skeleton problem.
Some
Exactly.
people would call this karma. Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of which, I guess Eldrida, you can do things.
I am going to place my sword back in the scabbard and draw my bow. If I can shoot, I will do that as well, but I understand if I am merely just switching weapons and hiding.
You're switching weapons, yes, and hiding.
Okay, I switch weapons and I hide.
You need quick draw to be able to... So that's an expertise, to be able to draw and shoot at the same turn.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, you're hiding there, and we have Sifanu first this time, just because that's an alternative.
That's... I'm commanding skeletons.
And they keep marching, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
You will hear screams from the guard tower. They are barging in there now and doing bad things to the people inside. I'm sure they will be able to, win over one of them, or maybe two, because they have heavy armor and all that stuff. Do you want to roll it a bit? You can roll for this. We can have you have 3 strength, right? They don't have any weapons, but they do have backup here. So you're sending 15 into the tower. Not all of them can fight at once, obviously, but I would say that each of them have like 1 more backup. So if we say 3 strength and at least 4, and we say 2 soldiers. So say 5 dice on your side, and on the soldier's side, I would put it 2. This is just because of the choke point now, right? They can't quite make use of all their... so I have 2 stone. I can throw in actually a fight die for the soldiers this time from my chalice to make it a bit more interesting because they have swordplay. So
That's fair.
Yeah, they will use that. So I will then have 3. I also have the weapon. That's 4. Yeah, so 4 dice versus your... And I have 2 soldiers. You have 5. Yeah, so 5 is 5 against 5 then because they are that good at fighting, basically. But you were the attacker this turn, so go ahead and roll 5d6. What?
Yeah.
2 sixes.
That's gonna break that heavy armor.
That will break the heavy armor. Like you do 1 point of damage plus 2 sixes. That's 3 points of damage, which will break the heavy armor. Yeah, I'll roll for them then. I need 6. Okay. I'm sorry.
Boo.
I'm sorry, sir. That was mean.
Spend that fate. Spend that fate.
Yeah, that was mean of me. Yeah, so basically these soldiers will hold out this round and make minced meat of some of these. I have sword does 1 point of damage plus 2, so that's 3 undead will go down. I mean, you know, it's just a matter of time here, but it's also a way for me to showcase the system of mass combat. So each point of damage then, because we're talking groups fighting each other, eliminates a unit, and we don't have enough here to make a unit represent like 20 people, so 1 is 1.
Gotcha.
But there's gonna be more, right? It's not like you have a lack of these guys.
There's plenty of them to squeeze in there and cause problems.
Yeah,
I think this spell needs to be one of those spells you write down, Sifanu.
I think so. I think
it
it's
might
very
be
successful.
so, yes. Did you want some people to
copy
keep
this.
marching on the soldiers here, maybe?
Oh yeah, everyone else is going after the soldiers.
Okay. So everyone else is going after the soldiers, which is like a lot. And this means that Nefria will get an interesting situation here. If you want to use command again, and being the commander, I'm going to say that you'll have support from... I'm going to give you 2 support dice from the undead. So, Nefria, if you throw in your 2 regular fate dice there for this attack, then we have was gonna be what 2 for their fire because we're still shooting, right? So that's and 3 for the longbow plus 2 fate dice plus 2 support dice. You have 7 dice to attack the Trachorian soldiers with. They are now in melee range and will use their swords. Did they bring? No, they were reloading, weren't they, last turn?
Mm-hmm.
They will have to drop their crossbows and bring out their swords, which means that they can't use their swords this turn.
Another turn.
Dang it. So they have 2 stone, and that's it. Yeah, I rolled 2 dice and you rolled 7.
That's fair.
Ouch.
Do it to him, Nefria.
I can't hear
you're
you
not.
there.
No, where's your? Is your mic down?
There
Yeah,
we go.
I'll there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, 7 die. I'll
Yep.
spend that 2 fate die here, and we're gonna do some damage.
Jesus Christ!
That was 1 failure. Yay. Yeah. And again, each hair. So now I'm counting squads being units. So this is what we see is gonna be that the undead are just kind of coming as the Night of the Living Dead, just overwhelming these people while they are. And they see this and try to, and when they try to run away, the moment they come out of hiding to go away from these undead, they run straight into a hail of arrows from your reavers, and they're just cut down. Now let's see. You have arrows. No, they are not. I am very sorry, because arrows do 1 point of damage, and you have 2 points of damage. They have heavy armor. They are alive and well. You don't get through their armor. They are, however, retreating and screaming and running. Because you are winning the field.
Alright, so
Armor
next
is
turn.
nice to have, isn't it, sometimes?
Alright,
Sarah,
next
you can testify to this.
But
next
it's nice to have
turn
100%
I'm
of the time.
I'm gonna look at assuring the enslaved down there that hey, it's cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, tell them to go hide in the corner so they don't become, zombie food.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just kind of standing around there. Some of them are screaming. Some of them are just hiding under whatever they can find. Some of them are oh dear. Yeah, but
We're here to free you.
yeah, exactly. Sir Artegue, what do you want to do?
Well, it doesn't look like they're going to be shooting at us anytime soon.
That's correct.
You want to stumble down there and see if you can explode a few heads?
No, not really. I'd have to put on the armor, and I imagine that takes a hot second.
It does take a hot second.
I switched into the light armor. That was a permanent decision.
And you wasted a turn.
Oh, wasted a turn doing nothing last turn. I'll do it again this turn.
Huzzah.
He has very little agency right now.
I suppose Artegue would just stick his head up and go, "Yeah, you guys really should just fucking give up. I don't understand how you think you're winning this. All right, have fun. I'll be drinking." And then, he just ducks his head back down behind the ledge and waits. There's a horde of undead on the field. There's no need for daring heroics here.
You're not wrong.
Man could get hurt doing that sort of thing.
Okay.
Heck, you might hurt yourself
I'm
to try
gonna
to
have
get down the
roll
mountain.
for win
Yeah.
and up to fate dice in the level of command for the local commander, because they have finally started to realize that something is afoot here and are coming out of the building and are shouting commands. And I'm gonna have to, because we lost, our side lost, even though we didn't take losses. We are driven from the field at the moment, says the Trachorians. And so
What
I
few
will
of them
roll
remain?
wind plus a fate die up to the command level, which is 2 in this case, because they have to be able to command that many. So I'm throwing in some fate dice into the chalice here, and that means that I have 4 dice, and I have to rally the troops, basically. That is, you see these commanders come out screaming at the top of the lungs, "To arms! To arms! Stand your ground, damn you! Or I'll have your hide!" Because obviously insulting your subordinates always works.
Always. Guaranteed.
Worked for them so far. I mean,
It's 2 successes. That's not too bad. That means, in fact, that
Sixes, though.
okay. You had. That's it. I needed 2 successes, and I got 2 successes because it was, that was close. They managed to rally the troops somewhere up in the corner here, and they will move up there and make some kind of stand. They're basically running that way, everybody, and that is sort of the turn there. What do we do on the 3rd turn here? You're routing the soldiers. They are not gonna be happy to fight with undead hordes at all. Eldrida, what are you gonna do?
I am gonna try to shoot. Oh no, they all gone. Let's see.
Yeah, they've been running away, but
yes.
you can move and shoot.
So
I'll allow it.
yeah, I will move over here next to my undead compatriots, and I will attempt to shoot. If I can pick the one that shot me, it'll make me feel a lot better.
I mean, undead people are kind of scary. Are they scary to you too, perhaps?
I mean, we've been around a lot of undead at this point.
Plus Sifanu all the time.
I mean, it's possible. I guess. I don't. Whatever you want to do. Do you want me to make like a fear check?
Let's see now. They actually have a third level of fear. I didn't notice, but that's okay. I'm going to count as 2. Yeah, roll a wind for not getting scared.
I think I have. Okay, we try.
You succeed.
Then I try to shoot whatever one shot me.
I will roll my... Wait,
That
I'm rolling
pump.
theirs as well, so... you take a point of fear, actually. You do take a point of fear. But
Okay,
a
but that
point of
goes
fear
to
is not
my-
enough to get you to run away.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so yes, you can shoot.
I will shoot the guy then.
Who are you shooting? The commander?
Well, whoever. I really want to get whoever shot me. So if I can pick that guy, then I'll, great. If not,
Alright.
I'll get the commander.
Okay, shoot the guy who shot you. Why don't you?
So what do I roll for that? How many dice?
You roll. That's
I'm
gonna
down
be...
1, I think.
Yeah, you have your 3 fire, and then your bow, so that's 4 dice. And that's really it, because you don't have any marksmanship.
Okay.
And so you can't put any fate dice into this at all. And yeah, so that is basically it.
Here we go.
What?
Oh,
Yes!
take it to your face.
Pretty much.
The 6s do the extra damage.
Yes, they do. And that is enough to actually get through the armor, too. I'm
Don't
gonna
shoot
roll
me, dude.
this.
This is what happens when you shoot me.
This guard is going to try to dodge, and because you have misery, you have 2 points of misery. I actually get 4 dice. I get 1 for fire, because heavy armor, and then 1 for your damage and 1 for your fear. So I get 3d6 to dodge from this.
Gotta roll 3 6s.
Yes, I do need to roll 3 6s, and I did not.
I mean, it was possible. It was
It was
possible.
theoretically possible. Describe how you hit a Trachorian soldier.
Is this the one that hit me?
Yeah.
Then very good. I tried to aim directly for his lung, and it actually goes sort of through his lung, through the rib cage, in the heart, and wedges out the backside.
All right. Let's see that he had chainmail.
At least it
so-
was a quick death.
Yes. Falls over. Very dead indeed.
Poor guy.
These guys have 2 stones, so 3 is a kill shot. Splat. Rest of yous. Are we leading the troops in battle again here, Nefria, or is Sifanu gonna take out their commanders? Is Sir Artegue gonna do anything?
So I'd like ultimately to move my Reavers to where they're gonna have like a line of sight on the escapees.
Yep, like so.
Yep. But I don't actually want to use my turn. Like, I just want them to go. I don't know if that's like actually command, but like, I would like to then to try to rally our enslaved population.
Oh, that would probably be more the rabble rouser ability, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So let's do that then. You have your rabble rouser. Are you doing the whole thing where you get all the people that you're rallying to attack a particular target, particular person, perhaps, maybe a commander or something? So you not just have undead and Nefria's Reavers, but also all the prisoners to do the damage here?
I would like that, yes.
That is something you can do because you are a rabble rouser. So yeah, you will roll your water 3d6 plus fate die for your rabble rouser. So,
And a fate die for my rabble rouser.
yeah,
So that's
you're down to 4 now.
4d6.
Yeah, so that's 4d6, and you do need successes, but I'm sure you'll get some.
Oh, Lord, here. There's not a lot of dice there. And they will turn on me.
They might turn on you, yes. Though I'm gonna give you bonus dice here, honestly, because they hate these guys so much. So why
They're
don't I
looking
give
for
you?
a reason.
I'll give you +3 plus 3 base dice. I mean, how often do you get into a prison camp and liberate prisoners and all that stuff, right? So plus 3 dice just because they're already heavily predisposed to hate these guys and see you as their saviors.
All right, so it's a 76 total if I'm doing the math.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you don't
Way
succeed,
we
I'm not
go.
going to turn them against you. I'm just going to say that they are too scared to do anything. But you do succeed, so that is not a problem at all. They...
I'd like to send them back Godisa.
Yes, they will very, very enthusiastically throw themselves into the fray together with the undead. This is weird. On one hand, skeletons, and on the other hand, people who can barely walk, but now they have so much adrenaline coming out their ears that they will shuffle with their chains the way the undead. They're basically fighting together with their long-lost comrades from the mines, the people they lost here. It's even more karma now, isn't it?
It's like, hey, Charlie, I haven't seen you since they killed you.
That's my mom.
We are going to roll for a battle roll again. You're going to get a ridiculous amount of bonuses because now you have so many troops here. Roll. Are we using? Yeah, we're using still the. Or you can choose to use. So, when in battle, in field battle, you pick which unit is going to be the one in front. And so far, the Reavers have been, because they have been taking the initiative with their arrows and all that. But now you might want to use the undead to be in front instead.
Sure.
They will have 3 stone. I guess it doesn't really matter, because it's either the Reavers who have 2
The
fire
undead
and,
we don't
and
care
a
about.
bow, or it is the undead. But the undead are better meat shields, right? If you lose
yeah.
a unit. So 3d6 for them, plus support from prisoners, from Nefria's Reavers, so that's 5, and I'm gonna give you an extra for even more undead because you outnumber them so terribly. So 6 dice for your side, and I'm gonna roll some command check here to try and. I'm gonna use two dice for my pool here, and roll. That's gonna be what? How much stone do I have? I think I have 2. So 2, 3, 4, and I can use another fate die, in fact, because they have swordplay as well. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 dice on my side. And plus 2 for the command. 7 altogether. 7 versus 7. This is getting even now. Who is rolling for your side?
Sifanu.
All right.
Oh my god. Now, the thing is, they only have 1 unit on their side. While you have at least 3, if not 4. So if you take losses in terms of units,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't.
it does matter a little bit because you'll have fewer troops to help out with next time. I have 1, 2 successes. You have 1, 2, 3 successes. That means that you, in fact, win the round. And you weren't even the aggressors this turn, were you? They have rallied. They are coming back. The shield wall is coming up there. The swords. They are acting as professional soldiers and trying to chop down as many as these nefarious undead as they possibly can. You're gonna make 2 points of damage on the unit, but again, they have heavy armor, and they are gonna stand there stalwartly defending their circle. And this is bad for them. They're backing up towards the gates, slowly but surely. Pressed back by the undead attack, and now also joined by prisoners, by everyone. It's like a horde, right?
Mm-hmm.
The riot police here are trying to just, control the... Sifanu, did you do anything yet this turn?
I want to move across the top of the ridge here as far as I can in 1 turn.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. I mean, where do you want to get to?
Ideally, I want to get into down here by the corner of the stables here.
Roll
So I'm going
your,
to come across the top and then try to come down the mountain here.
roll your fire, I suppose, to climb down the mountainside without breaking things.
I'm going to take my time, though. 'Cause
Okay.
They're not going anywhere.
They are not going anywhere, this is true. So we can just put you sort of in the middle of the slope there.
Okay.
Sir Artegue, are you still hanging back here?
I don't really feel the need to intervene to protect Sifanu's dudes, per se. Yeah, I'm just going to move up there by the that Reaver token, and I'm going to mock them. You guys really need to give up. This is... Nobody can stop the undead once their claws are in your throat. We can't fix that.
You know what? I actually do need to roll for another rally because I did lose the exchange with the Trachorians. They haven't been wounded yet, but they're pressed back. So if they want to keep fighting and not just routing, let's see if we can keep them on the field. Said the Trachorian side. There we go.
Boo, Trachorian.
Yep, wind and fate up to the level of command. It's gonna be 4 dice. If I use the fate dice that I have, you're draining my chalice. It's almost
You
like
stop spending them, we won't complain.
it's almost like there's a point to that. And I need to score 2 successes here because you scored a 6. Otherwise, there will be a rout. There is not a rout. Godissa is very good at this, clearly. She's screaming at the top of her lungs, telling one of them to, wave the mercenary band banner of Simba, the butcher. And they have some spying, these guys, clearly. Eldrida, are we shooting Godissa yet?
Can I?
Sure.
Sure.
Actually, last time.
Well, last time it was about this right
Oh,
here.
no,
okay?
I'm not criticizing
Vengeance
you.
is mine.
I was saying it was an option then. I bet it's still an option.
4 dice.
Shoot that commander
Ah!
Oh.
That was
in the face.
not
Do I
so
have
impressive.
any? No. Let's see if I have anything for that.
Don't know that you have. Don't think so. You discovered a talent for fortune telling. That's the only thing left you have right now.
Nope. Yep, I've burned all the rest of them. Okay, so what? I fail.
No,
also
that's
bad, like, I
technically
fall
a
on my face?
success. It just it's not gonna hurt Godissa because she is wearing armor just like everyone else. So yeah, you're losing that arrow, but it's gonna bounce off her armor basically. It's coming in at an angle and
Gotcha.
disappearing into the voids beyond. Sifanu, you keep climbing down, I guess?
Nope.
Yep.
Yep. And Nefria, what are you doing? You've roused people, you've done all the things. I'm actually gonna give you immediately 3 fate dice for this amazing rebellion against the Trachorians.
I think that puts me
You're
up
welcome.
to back up to 6. I think I was down to 3 from the 7.
You were down to 4, so you'll be at 7 now, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna slide down to where my Reavers are, and then I am going to command my Reavers to
Crush them!
all aim for the ugly one there.
Ah, that's one of the commanders, yes. I'm gonna treat this as another round of field combat, and you are the attacker this time. So, are we using the Reavers as the frontal unit, or are we using the undead?
I think we'll stick with the undead because we don't care if we lose them.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to use more than 1 fate die because they don't have any skills. So it's just your command fate die this time, and that means that you will have 3 for their stone, plus another die for your command, so that's 4, plus another 3 for all the backup. So you will have you should be at 8 actually, because you were at 7 last time, right?
Yes.
So, and you didn't use command then, so go ahead with the 8. Oh my!
Look at those beautiful 6s.
Oh,
All at the one guy, the ugly
Lord,
one.
that was 5 successes.
Don't kill her, just maim her. Don't kill her.
I think the line broke there, you guys.
I think they're in trouble now.
I have okay. 2 stone, 1 expertise sword. That's 3 dice. 1 for actually having a sword, which nobody else has, so that's 4 dice. And then I can add 3 more for fate, and that is almost all the dice I have in the chalice for today.
Are you
for
sure
the
you want to
GM.
waste those last 3 on these guys?
What a waste.
So that's gonna give me 7 dice to defend. But that's it. I'm running out. And, yeah.
When this is over, I would like to butcher the butcher and feed him to the undead.
He's not here.
So this is 1, 2... You have 5 successes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 1 too few. You do 4 points of damage this time. That kills 4 units. And since we're talking squads now, it's an overrun. Somewhere in the line. Do anyone want to describe what this horrifying situation looks like?
So just, kind of one of those organic things on the battlefield. There's sort of a big pause where everybody breathes in, and then it happens again. And the arrows launch, and they all kind of hit the big dude. Simultaneously, the undead horde make their push as well, and these units hear this guy go down behind them. They're panicking at the stuff before them. Their buddies start to go down under the sheer weight of the masses, and they can hear the slaves chanting for their blood as well. It's horrible in just about every dimension of things. People really, things really want them dead, and it's happening.
And and it all it takes is one of them to panic for a moment, let go of that shield that was part of that shield wall, and that's like the dam bursts, right? And everyone, and then you're sitting up there on the hill, and you can see some of those Trachorian soldiers like a drowning man in an ocean, falling to the onslaught and the fists of undead and chained slave as alike. I'm gonna roll a real quick roll here for Gadissa, see if she can manage to escape this mayhem. I doubt it.
Oh, we got Wolfkin in case she does.
I rolled a 6. Recurring villain, anyone?
Huzzah!
Oh, don't we have a huntswoman for this sort of thing?
Yeah, we do. I mean, these guys are bailing out. This is basically the end of the battle for this mine. It's done. Whoever the people in the barracks were, they're burned to a crisp. Maybe 1 or 2 inside might have lived and is seriously damaged. But you've overrun this place, and it's yours. The mine is yours.
Go team.
Well, obviously we freed the slaves, but then we're looting the hell out of this place.
Oh my gosh, you guys, there are 4 horses in the stable, and now we can each have a horse.
You can, yes.
Yes.
We don't have to walk anymore.
It was meant to be.
Fascinating.
It was meant to be.
I get a horse.
Yeah, I suppose it was meant to be. You now have a horse each. Yep, and you took minimal losses on your side, didn't you?
Yeah.
I would like to see about getting my 3 damaged reavers healed up.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And, the slaves, they will basically sing Inashtar's praises over all of you. May Inashtar bless you. May Inashtar keep you. As you one by one release their shackles, and they are like, freedom! Sir Artegue, you
Yes, sir.
helped a bit, so I'll give you a die from the chalice as well.
Beat myself up quite severely, in fact.
You put so much on the line in this
friend.
fight.
Hey, the opening round, I took 2 points of exhaustion. I don't know who thought I was going to be down there swashbuckling after that.
I tried to sneak and I hurt myself. That's your story for the battle.
Exactly. No,
I
it
sprained
was
an
the
ankle,
magic
guys.
that exhausted him. It was the
I was
magic.
injured on the front lines.
Hey,
Yeah.
they got stuck in the buildings. That all went down.
Yeah.
I have a pretty high body count from this event.
Oh god.
It's true. It's actually higher than mine.
No,
Yours is
I
just way cooler.
I think that this is like really a vote for all the plans.
I don't know how we, body count, is that number of people you killed or number of people you raised? Necromancy wants to know.
Womp womp.
We just compete on different metrics.
Yeah.
So does summoning 125 undead qualify as becoming the most powerful wizard ever?
I mean, it was pretty cool. I'll give you for that as well. Yes, it was pretty outstanding. You took a big risk, and I'll give you 3. Yeah.
You're a man who's earned his reputation.
Yes. He didn't even get a reputation point this time because he re-rolled the thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So just nameless undead just appeared out of nowhere. No one knows why.
Exactly. Nobody knows. How could this be? Yeah, so what are we doing with the camp now? I mean, we can go into, downtime-y stuff and...
Oh, Nefria. Talk to the slaves, start a rumor that the undead rose because they collectively cursed them with whatever local magic they have.
Done.
These are naturally occurring undead.
We're gonna seed a missionaria protectiva like we're the Bene Gesserit. This
That
is gonna
is-
be fun.
That is actually a thing in Forbidden Lands. The dead just kind of spontaneously rise every once in a while. But not in Trachoria.
Yes, but that's why I'm pinning it on a curse. That is what
Well,
local god they upset.
They do now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to loot the crap out of that place, stuff my saddlebags with like any valuable smithing material.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
don't
that
we
commander's
give
office
you,
has got to get a bunch of stuff.
I mean,
Right, yeah, whatever.
Yes, there is a smithy, absolutely.
Trachorian papers.
They need to have a smithy for repairing all sorts of things, including armor and weapons and horseshoes and pickaxes and everything. And so, yeah, there's that. I'm going to give you, how about a 3 lump sum of 3?
Nice.
Who has a lump sum right now?
Artegue carries the lump sum around.
You have...
He's our most noble member.
How much? How big is your lump sum right now? You have.
How big is your lump sum, Artegue?
My lump sum is 3 in size. It's halfway.
Nice. Got a halfway
right.
lump sum.
So basically, the only way to increase a lump sum is to find a bigger lump sum than the last one you found.
So then we just give it to the refugees.
Yeah, basically. So.
Here, have all this loot
Sure
that
they-
they extracted from you.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
Here we go. It's gonna be. I mean, basically, you're gonna plunder the cash box for the mine and anything else, right, that you can find here.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be at least 3 because I'm gonna say it's even a 4 because
I
it's
bet that
enough to
captain's got
run a
some good stuff.
business, right? It's enough to run a business. So we can upgrade your lump sum from level 3 to level 4.
And can we just give them the 3, or does the 3 just become the 4?
The 3 becomes the
See
4.
what I'm saying?
I mean, you can do both. because we're abstracting things. So you will be able to hand out some silver decory and other food and equipment and clothes, maybe from whatever clothes are actually still salvageable from the mercenaries here, and the rest you can keep for yourself. And you're pretty well off by now. Who says that piracy didn't profit? Don't come with a profit.
No one in
Or
this group.
brigandry, maybe. Brigandry.
No, we are freedom fighters.
Yes.
Liberators.
Liberate.
Yeah, we have liberated these funds from the
And
oppressors.
expropriated. Yes.
Yes. Very good.
And you didn't even need to call in a favor from Limer this time.
No, well, good job, everybody. Damn shame their commander got away.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
well.
was a slippery one, that one.
Are my Reavers huntsmen? Does that do anything? Can I track her for having?
You can track, absolutely.
Oh.
I was always
Isn't
thinking
that
about
something Eldrida
asking...
could do?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Nefria's Reavers. Okay, let's decide on things here. We've decided that their Berserker ability is to ignore misery. For some reason, it didn't take when I first wrote it in there. They have a Huntsmaster expertise as well, and let's let you decide which one, because I haven't entered it yet, but why not? You can have one of these following 5. Chase, which means spend fate die up to your level in all types of chases. Ambush, spend up to your fate die when you want to move unseen or discover hidden enemies. Big game hunting, Pathfinder, or Master Tracker. I feel like they probably are Master Trackers, these guys.
I mean, they were sent to track
They'll take
us.
Pathfinder. I'm a Pathfinder as well. So
Yeah, Eldrida is a Pathfinder, so...
duplicate.
Yeah, no, I think what Master Tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, because like Goat said, they crossed the world to hunt us on Marjura.
Yes, they did. They are Master Trackers. What about their marksman? While we're at it, they have a level of marksmanship. These are good troops. Marksmanship comes with 5 different levels of expertise. One is a powerful bow, which gives you a +1, at least. It gives an artifact bonus. Another is sniper. So after a hit that does 1+ damage, you spend an extra fate die. If it succeeds, you can choose a maiming on the enemy. Like hit their eye or disable their arm or something like that. Hawkeye, spend fate die on all rolls to spot hidden. Specialist, they are expert at one specific weapon, like the longbow. Gives an extra die when they're using it. Counterattack, when the defender versus a ranger, when you're the defender versus a ranged attack, you can do a lightning fast counterattack if you can see the attack coming. So if there are, say, Trachorian crossbow folks shooting at them, they get shoot back right away.
I think the expertise in the bow.
Specialist, yeah.
Yeah, specialist.
So
Let's do
that
that.
gives them an extra die for free in the longbow. That makes a lot of sense. So they would shoot with 2 for fire, 1 for the bow, and another for the expertise in specialist. So that's 4 dice before putting in any fate dice. That's pretty good. Swordplay. Let's continue with this. We already know some of these expertises, right, Sir Artegue?
Yeah.
Powerful weapon. That doesn't really sound like them. They do have a two-hander on the back. Quick draw. You can draw your weapon and use it the same turn. 2 weapons. You can use 2 weapons at once. That's not really their style. Specialist again, or parry arrows.
Quick draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do quick draw because you know.
Alright. So that allows them to go really fast between the bows and the swords. Cool.
As opposed to taking a whole turn.
As
Exactly. We're discovering that could be a pain in the neck.
Some Trachorians just did. All right. I completely forgot to ask you guys about your temporary goal for this session. I just realized. My eyes just kind of fell on that and was like, oh, right. So let's do that really quickly then, I guess. I'm having you can use the mine attack as your temporary.
I mean, that's what Artegue really wanted.
Yeah.
I killed Trachorian, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to raise an army.
That was your temporary goal, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What Eldrida, though? It's not going to be bring something of mystical value back to Fundibéra this time. Is it?
I would assume not.
Nope. So what's your new temporary goal?
Well, I think Fundibéra has made it pretty clear that she wants to know more about what the Shagulites were doing, like actually their plan there.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that she is very interested in pushing me toward going the more mystical route. So I think I don't know which one do you think is better for good role play? Like do something to increase my connection with the mystic arts, or do some like figure out more information regarding the Shagulites' plan?
Oh,
I don't know where you're ever going to find more Shagulite information.
Yeah,
I know that's going to be really hard, right?
Yeah.
6 of this, half a dozen of the other. From as far as I'm concerned.
I'm trying to think of our last encounter with her. Maybe she wants like.
Fundibéra could probably
mystic
supply you
nature.
with. So remember that you can put a fate die in to get help from your shadow power. So if there is information for you to be had about Shagulite activity, you can get a hold of that somehow. You need to go. We need to play a scene where you get the information, basically. Provided there's some out there. But then at least you've tried to fulfill the temporary objective. So it's for me, it's 6 of this, a half a dozen of the other.
I think I need to discover something. We'll go with the mystic art thing. Like I need to, let's see, increase my attunement with the mystical arts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wants me to basically do less of the swordy sword stuff and more of the, in tune with nature. And the moon.
This will
and
be
the
like the most magic heavy group to ever do the 3 out of 4. But that's okay.
I mean, like, it's like, like, that's also just, like Fundibéra. She's a leader of like a moon cult. Like,
Yep, she is indeed. Also, your shadow command is to prove your dedication to Levena. Oh dear, yeah, okay. You could do that now, Eldrida. Like, there are oppressors after this fight against the mine. You have a chance to prove yourself to Fundibéra, the dedication here. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that I'd like to have some sort of, dedication, sacrifice, whatever it is, in honor of the moon goddess and all that kind of stuff. Sifanu, why don't you help me? You're really good at this stuff.
Absolutely.
You were on the mountain. You know what happened on the mountain.
So
He looks away from you when you say that.
As night falls over this place, then look, night falls. There's still a fire burning. What are you doing with? I'm gonna say that there's gonna be at least a survivor, right? What are you gonna do?
As many as you want to give us.
I want to give at least one survivor so they can tell the tale.
Okay.
What happened here?
Yes, that's possible too. Like,
I think we'll do.
I
Sort
think
of
the
like
slaves can tell that story just fine.
Oh,
you should be able to grab have one person escape, and then like there were some like the people up in the towers. They ran away, right? They did not stay to fight when they saw things go badly. So you don't have to worry about this not getting out. Is what I'm saying.
I think that we make this an obvious place that anybody ever comes here and like wants to figure out what happened. It looks like a cult of the moon goddess raided this place. So, Lots of symbols on the floor, fire, sacrifice, whatever.
I'll do symbols. No, no problem.
So you and Sifanu will together carve symbols into the ground of arcane purpose, and then spill some of this man's blood. Then I guess.
Oh yeah, sure. Aren't we? We're great. We're very heroes, guys. Heroes.
Clearly, he's already hurt from the fighting. He's sitting down there on his knees, and he will probably beg for his life before the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll silence him before he gets a chance to do that.
Ah, okay.
I just do a quick. Dude, shut up.
Oh, is it the paralyzing thing?
Yeah. Like, shut up.
No one wants to hear you whine. No.
Die with some
dear.
dignity.
And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, and others of the audience, these are the hero protagonists. Yeah. We call them protagonists. We call them protagonists. That's what we do. Protagonists. The ones who struggle is what that means. Doesn't mean that they're nice people.
I used to be good, but then I can't do it anymore.
Hanging out with these guys. Yeah, if you had your moon magic now, you would be, but you don't yet. But on the other hand, you're now allowed to level up. So if you check one more experience, you can in fact unlock that. And
That's what I was hoping for, but this battle ended before I got a chance to use that last one.
what is Sifanu's next step here? You don't have a new shadow command, do you? The answer is no.
Two of us don't yet.
Because, you know, you haven't.
Your shadow command is get your ass to see your boss, or you're gonna die.
like to see his boss try to kill my.
Yeah, so you can't actually level up until you've seen Ingolma. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh no!
And
That's the last thing I
got
want
a
to
new
do.
shadow command. You need to do that. Yeah.
Yep, what it is.
You consumed your shadow command level up at on Marjura when you fulfilled that part, and now you need to fulfill another command there. So it's gonna take a little while for you, but that's okay. What about Sir Artegue? How you have you're not quite close to leveling up yet, are you?
Nah, I got 2 more experiences to burn through.
Also, what is your shadow command right now?
Don't have one. That's what going to see the boss is on the list of things to do.
Yeah, exactly. You need to go see the boss.
If only there was. If only we were going there.
You are.
Wait,
Your
that's what we're
shadow
doing
command is get your ass. Your shadow command is get your ass to the wedding.
Yeah, just now I don't have a good gift. Oh well. Maybe there'll be some gifts in Fontra Cilor I can
You
get.
can bring a bunch of, I don't know, helmets.
Also, that guy's head that
That
my Reaper
guy's
shot
head.
to shit.
No, I am not dragging a head with me for weeks over the ocean to get to another continent. What's wrong with you?
You preserve it in salt. It'll be fine.
No, it's nobody important's head. Come on.
He had a name. He was
Well, they
important
all
to somebody.
had names.
Like, somebody's relative.
All right. Nope. Okay. Cool. Unless we want to take an about face and go about freeing the whole continent while we're here, I think that wraps up our current Trinsmyran plans. Unless anyone has anything else they want to do.
One more thing you could do.
I like things. What do you got?
Things, yes. I'm thinking here about Nefria's Shadow Command. To do so, of course, you have to leave Hymbergond. And get yourselves to Vumbra.
You can go to Vumbra.
Indeed.
We need a ship, or the ship can meet us there to leave the island.
No, Vumbra
That's
is
true.
on Trinsmyran, so you just have to walk.
Oh no, we have horses now.
Any horses?
Okay, you just have to ride.
Yes.
yes.
And
Yeah.
and then a ship can meet us, or I'm sorry, the ship can meet us there, and we can
Yes.
just leave straight from Vumbra. It all makes perfect sense. It's like
course.
it's like a pit stop on our journey.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. So I got to kill a guy, the Primus Procurator in Vumbra.
Yeah, that's not gonna be easy, because the Primus Procurator is the highest level Trachorian official on the island.
Wow.
Nice. Cool. All right. So where is this guy, Nefria?
He's in
No
Vumbra.
idea. He's somewhere in Vumbra.
You have like a palace?
Yeah, or very heavily guarded fortress, I would argue.
All right. Cool. Steph, I
Alright.
think you're muted if you're trying to talk.
We can always go the poison route. I mean, that we've talked about that before, and Nefria being conniving.
Yeah.
The Procurator is called Monster Huga.
Sorry, monster?
Munster, yes.
Oh, Munster, like the cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
So I could write it down here in slightly bigger letters than that, apparently. So
Well, I got a
Monster
magnifying glass around here
Huga.
somewhere.
that's how it's spelled.
This there's a isn't that like Nefria's guy? Or Fundibéra's?
Yeah, now he is.
Lol.
She took control over him this turn, so he's kind of brainwashed by Fundibéra's magic. But Limer Späde probably doesn't know that, or maybe he does now.
Only Fundibéra sent a note.
Do you want to change the command? We're talking here about months, right? So it's entirely possible for Fundibéra. But since I don't think Fundibéra and Limer have had any chats with each other,
Well,
so I don't know really that there would be
they're-
a reason for them to coordinate.
There are things you may not know. Anyway, let me just put it out there. Does Fundibéra let Limer know that she apparently has mind controlled this dude?
Yeah, she Fundibéra will definitely give her fellow Trinsmyran Islander the heads up as to the true political situation in Vumbra.
All right. 'Cause
Gotcha.
that just
Then-
happened now. So
Yeah.
when you first gave that shadow command, that had not happened yet. So that's completely understandable.
Yeah, then presuming that while she's still on this island, we can track Nefria down. Nefria starts seeing, signs on park benches. Nefria, call home.
Yeah, I gotta run an errand.
And yeah, so let's say that Nefria gets a letter, and I don't know, God, what else am I going to send her to do now?
I have some ideas for you if you want me to.
Sure, I'll take ideas before I just go with my gut.
There are nobles around in Hymbergond who haven't entirely committed to either side, and you could sound them out and see if they're going to join. Maybe entice them to join. That's something that you could do.
Okay. God, otherwise I was just going to send her to kill Simba.
That's also something you can do. I'm just giving
No, I
things
understand.
here. Like there are pieces of the puzzle and so on. Or
Yeah.
recruit more people to the rebellion. That's another thing.
Yeah. So, Nefria, why don't you, would you kindly visit some of the nobles in Hymbergond and, make sure that they're on the right side? Or else make sure that they're not on the wrong side?
Sure thing, boss. Now he has control of that, so I can actually peg him for an assist here.
Yeah, you can or you can ask for assistance up to like a useful NPC.
Yeah. For a scene.
I can't send you an army yet. Sorry.
Not in
Cool.
Hymbergond, no.
All right, just a quick question. Where is Ingolma? So, namely, where do I need to go?
Which what?
Trisilv.
Ingolma? Yeah, she's in Trisilva, so I can show you on our big map.
Wouldn't they be going to the wedding?
That's allegedly true, yes.
Well, remember that place that's at the heart of that people we don't like? That's where she is.
Yes, she is in fact in Tresilva. Why? If I show you on the...
Isn't that the Imperial capital?
That is the Imperial capital, yes. Isn't it lovely? So, Shadow Play, activate, and I can zoom out here a bit, and you will see that she's in fact in Wigmaker Ingolma Dokella. She is in fact in Tresilva. That's her base. So, Tresilva is not only the New York of this place, I mean, I guess it's also the Chicago enrolled into one, and Ingolma is El Capone, and what are the names of the New York mafia bosses? I don't remember.
Parsimina, Dad.
Yes.
Gambino, Lucchese.
Yeah, them, yes.
Shit. No, I was actually just looking at this the other day, but Luciano was one of them way back in the day to start things off.
Yeah. So yeah, they are. That's where Ingolma is, isn't it? Wonderful to have to go there, Sifanu. It's not like there are. I'm sure there are no wanted posters for you or anything. Like you died on Marjura, right?
Oh, right. Clearly.
Clearly.
Yes. The answer is yes.
But someone told Ingolma that wasn't true.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe someone did say that. And by now, of course, we're talking the new year, and there will be rumors about the particularly on Trinsmyran, particularly since what Limer Späde did during the Shadow Turn, talking about
Nothing.
we have prisoners, we sunk a Karak, and it's entirely possible that rumor is starting to spread about just who did that. And in fact, I want you all to get another level of reputation by now, because yes, the rumor is spreading about you having done these things, and that sets up. Yeah, that's.
Yes, they may have seen through my paper-thin ruse, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that might have happened.
Oh, you have doomed us all. What have you done?
The funny part, of course, is that some of you are more reputable than others. Like, but it might have to do with something like Sifanu waking the dead and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, those people who think that way about Sifanu just don't know him yet.
If they
I
only just took the
encourage them
time
to
to
take it.
get to know me.
Yeah, like a nice private sit down in a secluded place is just the thing.
Well, Eldrida has no reputation at all yet? Okay, now you have a little bit. I mean, it's nice to not be instantly recognized, I suppose.
She's got a point of reputation because the rest of us have so much reputation.
Yep. That's basically it.
You know
But
who
those
she
are-
is? She travels around with those guys.
Yeah. But those are some of the things you can do. So you can go and check out a noble in Hymbergond, which works towards Nefria's shadow command. You can go and... are there mystical signs in Trinsmyran? Connect with your mysticism? That would probably... How would you connect with your mysticism, Eldrida? Would that be another turn of fortune telling? It's the only skill you have that is really mystical in nature.
Maybe. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll figure something out in roleplay and plot. Kind of what I'm
That can happen too. What was Sifanu? You are going... Yeah, you don't have anything much to do with your shadow command at this particular moment.
Yeah, like as long as people want to stay, like if you guys just want to spend another 3 months in Hymbergond freeing slave camps, Artegue is perfectly happy.
We gotta get to the wedding.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
gonna
we do
take
have to get to the
you
wedding.
not very long. So it depends on when you want to go there. Let's have a look here at things. I'm gonna have to open up my things, and specifically my sources.
So I'd like to just my thinking is we go to Jeersend, we scare some
Tourists?
nobles into rebellion, intimidate them,
Yeah.
cajole them, whatever, catch a ship over to the wedding, and then havoc and mayhem and fun.
Yes.
Mayhem and
That
fun,
is havoc and mayhem and fun. That's almost like lions, tigers, and
Man, fun. Magic of man, fun.
exactly.
I can get into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look here at the travel times, just to give you a reference. It's not really that far to go to get from Trinsmyran to Palamux. Normally, when you travel that way, you go from Rakma, because in Rakma you can easily take a ship to Hoxo, which is a very interesting city, by the way. The city of the illusionists. I'm not sure any of you have ever been there.
It was certainly on Sifanu's travel list.
Yes, it would be. Sir Artegue, have you been to the city of the illusionists? It's a very bewildering place.
I cannot imagine that unless they threw one hell of a party, I can't imagine Artegue went to the home of the illusionists. It's not even his style of magic. I think their parties might be good there, but the aftermath might not be as good, because you will probably wake up naked in an alley somewhere with not a single possession on you anymore. Oh, that would suck. I'd have to go steal things again, so I had clothes.
Lump sum 0.
But I mean, that's fine, because everybody in Hoxo is a thief. That's part of the practice as an illusionist, to do sleight of hand and make things disappear and lie and all that. So stealing is a perfectly acceptable behavior there. You're just expected to. There will be just like, oh, are you also a novice of the Illusionist Guild?
Just gonna say Artegue has not spent time in Hoxo. Does not sound like the kind of place where he'd not try to kill someone with a hammer.
But it's probably on Sifanu's travel guide. It takes all of 2 days to go from Rakma to Hoxo. So it's not a long journey for you to get there.
And then only a couple of days from there to Fontra Cilor.
Yeah, exactly. So getting from wherever you are now to Fontra Cilor is going to take... Well, it's winter now. It's slightly harder to travel. But, I mean, we're talking a number of weeks at most, not months. It's not like going to Marjura at all. So the moment... Like, the wedding will be when spring arrives. So it's not going to happen during this shadow turn specifically. And... in other words, for the audience, next episode, in the episode...
Next.
Yeah, the next one after this one will be the wedding episode. It will be crazy. But yeah, so when you decide to travel to Fontra Cilor, it's going to be really fast. So if you want to spend some time fulfilling another of your shadow commands or what have you, that's absolutely something we can do with the rest of the session. For example, there are some nobles you can woo.
Or kill if they refuse to join.
Going
You're either
around
on my side or your corpse.
Exploring the island for... I mean, I'm gonna say that you're spending some time up in the mountains here, and looking to if there might be nobles who can be attracted to join the rebellion. And the word is that there is a baron in Suntrapna. Let's get back to our Hymbergond map, shall we? Yeah, there's a baron in Suntrapna who might be up to this. I'm gonna move ourselves there, and I'm gonna move the calendar forwards. We've been in the first month of the year, and I'm just gonna jump forward a month. And roll maybe a D30 to see which date we're on, just for fun. And it turns out that we're on the 14th of Gudestag. And there's torrential rains today. No, you're in the mountains. It's definitely snowing. And Suntrapna is apparently a place where you can talk to a baron. His name is Proud Shovel. Bisram Proud Shovel.
Bisram Proud Shovel.
Yep.
He's like a baron?
Yep. And he's the local liege lord of Suntrapna village. He has an estate there. Not many Trachorian soldiers around here, as far as you can tell. Isn't that nice?
It is real nice.
It'll be even less when we leave.
Not wrong.
Odds are.
Let's see here. I think I would like to peg Limer Späde.
Yeah.
He's not Artegue.
What? What?
Never mind.
You want to send a fate die to get some
Oh.
support?
Yes.
All right. There we go.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. All right, come here. Let's just go with like one fate die.
Yeah, that's all you can do
cool.
to
Yeah,
do that. So
roll.
that is the cost. No, you don't roll that. You just
Oh.
give
I just
give it up. Yeah.
Oh,
and,
away it goes.
ask for support of some kind, and since we're talking about level 2 support here, that could be quite something. Where did I have that?
What do you want?
You can get specific information, diversions, spells, or minions that help the character during a scene.
I think that I would like some minions to assist me. Perhaps like tradesmen or people who would look to work to the Baron's monetary advantage in exchange for like supporting the rebels.
So,
All
right.
A merchant?
Yeah.
All right.
all right.
Limer, do you want to do this? I guess you want to do this? I mean,
Yeah, Limer will totally send Nefria a god. What the hell kind of merchants? He'll send a merchant who has at least some kind of idea what the hell business they do in Suntrapna.
Well, the guy's last name is something to do with the shovel. I'm willing to bet it's mining.
Excellent.
it is.
I will
yes,
send
it is.
I will send a very experienced mining merchant to Nefria.
I'm half tempted to go with Balder Loudmouth just because I haven't used him yet as an NPC.
Well, as long as he's
sounds
down with the
perfect.
revolution.
He is down with whatever makes him a prophet. As he always says, the prophet sanctifies the means.
All right.
He's
then.
on
I'll
our
take it.
side?
Right?
Yeah.
Temporarily, maybe? I don't know. It's the only merchant NPC canonical that I can think of off the top of my head that isn't like Aegon Shakala or one of the shadow powers.
Well, there you go then. Have a Balder Loudmouth, and I suppose if you have to kill him, just make sure you send me a good reason.
Will do. That could make a fun wedding present.
What, a merchant?
You know, Balder Loudmouth's head.
He's just a
You're
merchant.
gonna take his head? I take it back immediately.
Why would Geryon want a merchant's head?
I don't know. He's got a good name. You said the other one wasn't
For
well known,
stuff.
all right?
He doesn't just collect heads, okay? He
Murdering
doesn't.
people all the time.
Now, maybe by the time I get to see him, he'll be building his own skull throne, and he will just want a bunch of heads. But last I saw the man, he was...
All right, fine. I won't kill Balder Loudmouth.
Unless you have to.
Cool. Right. All right, cool. So I will go to Suntrapna with Balder Loudmouth in tow, looking to hopefully present some favorable circumstances for support.
Of course, says Balder Loudmouth. And he looks over the ladies in the company with the greedy eyes, but also notices Sir Artegue with the very big hammer and will therefore not do anything inappropriate. And he will definitely be able to help out with talking to. So you're basically coming under the cover of being a merchant caravan looking for business opportunities. That's the plan here, I guess.
Yes,
With our horses.
with
Yeah,
our horses.
On your horses.
I remember when I used to have a nice cart.
Right? And where that horse went, you never got it back. Just that is true. So you will be invited to the Suntrapna estate, where the Baron himself will receive you. Why don't we do... you can do a quick water check just to check in with the locals about what they think about their Baron.
Yay. God, water's one of my blacked out ones. What are you?
It's a 3.
Cool.
It's a 3.
Yeah. You have on that other sheet as well. I should probably just ditch the first one. Ah, yes. That's gonna be enough to learn something. There is apparently some snickering among the locals when you ask about the Baron. And they will say that, well, we... I hope you don't value your ears too much. The local matron at the tavern will say.
Huh.
So
is
either
the
he's going
Baron
to talk our ears off, or he's a monster who's going to keep them.
Are they loud? Is the Baron loud?
Best metal music you can find in Hymbergond. Well, I don't know if it's best, really, but it's just...
Delightful. A real connoisseur of musical talent and expression, I see.
As long as you're tone deaf, you're not gonna have any problems at all.
Cool. All right, so that in mind, I think I could have some of the party probably stuff their ears. It's probably gonna be, probably gonna be terrible. I'll spread that info around. All right.
Yes, the Baron is, in fact, I don't know if one would consider him handsome or not, but maybe. He will receive you at his estate. This whole notion of doing a deal with a merchant is a bit... Yeah. Baldur will roll his 3 dice to try to do some trading stuff with him. Rolls fairly good. He has a water 2. Bisram does. Baldur does manage to at least convince Bisram that this is what you're doing, that this is a trade mission. But the good Baron will receive you all and seem quite reserved. The whole trading thing, he's a noble. Sir Artegue will know nobles don't deal with merchants personally. You know, it's not something to do. Right? Not really. But he will be very happy to receive Nefria and Eldrida, certainly. Now, Eldrida is an outdoors woman, right? How are you dressed now, ladies, in this group as you approach the Baron?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Eldrida is in like thick winter hides and fur, and I mean, she's not an attractive woman. Her water score is terrible, and so she's also not very good with people.
Yeah, she might be the most beautiful person that ever walked the earth, but the moment she opens her mouth, you know,
it's still terrible. It's still terrible.
So you decide if she's you know, if people think she's beautiful or not. She could be ugly as a hag as well. You know, it's up to you.
I think mostly she's just dirty. I think
dirty,
that's really
dirty and smelly and off-putting, and certainly the Baron will not respond well to that. What about Nefria?
She's the pig pen of this world.
cloud falling.
Yes.
Nefria is dressed in, traditional Trinsmyran winter mountain mountain fare.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long kaftan and a turban, I suppose.
Warm.
Yeah, that is in fact traditional. He will have his kaftan, but it's a very, very beautiful one, work of art with embroideries, brocade, algae silk, silver and gold thread, of course. And he will be speaking to Baldur for a while, but more and more he's going to look towards Nefria. He's obviously going to greet Sir Artegue, a fellow noble, but your noble rank is lower than Baron, so it's okay. You can talk to I can talk to you, but you are clearly so you will have to bow properly to this Baron who is of higher rank than you. What is Sifanu trying to do in terms of impression on this noble, if any?
I don't care.
Sifanu's like,
This has had nothing to do with magic. I don't care.
yes, and so is Sir Artegue inviting any type of conversation?
Oh, gee. So, how's working for the Trachorians going for you?
I do not work for the Trachorians, sir. I work for the barony here and my subjects.
A lot of your subjects been enslaved lately? There are all sorts of empty towns around.
Well, it's quite a bother, I have to admit. The condottier, what's his name? Kimba?
Oh, the butcher.
Yes, bloody affair, but it's up further to the west, thankfully. As long as they leave Suntrapna alone, I am content with that.
But you see all the empty villages around, and once there are no more small villages, do you think the Trachorians aren't going to want iron anymore?
Tragedy to be sure. But allow me, Mistress Nefria.
Thank heavens.
Allow
Or you
me.
could grab
I'm
some
sure a beautiful lady such as yourself would appreciate, and he will lead you over to some of the portraits. I have painted this just the other week. This is, in fact, well, you can see it. He has painted the mountains. There's a sunset over the mountains. It looks pretty enough. Yeah.
Isram, this is, a really pretty painting. The only real critique I have is that it's not really under a Trinsmyran sunset, is it?
Well, needs must, of course, but I have also composed an ode to our lovely freedom fighters and the bravery of the resistance. If you permit me, and he will bring out a bunch of pots and pans and start playing on them. It's wonderful metal music. And he actually, I'm gonna actually throw my last fate die for the session on this guy. That's gonna be 3 water dice as he is doing his best to woo Nefria with his artistry.
Whoa.
Oh.
Gangster,
Wow.
no gangster.
He is amazing. Look at that. Just 3 successes. This is probably the best metal music Nefria has ever heard.
Really are good at that.
Well, thank you. What kind of metal music is he playing? We are not going to accept this anymore. We will
do what
not,
you tell me.
we will not play Trisilva. and other great hits.
You gotta fight for your right to meddle.
Exactly. You got to fight for your right to mine. There you go.
I'm gonna eat like that.
That is a true example of the glory of the Trinsmyran love of music and dancing. It'd be a real shame to lose that, like the people in the villages have lost so much around here because they're empty, because they're being captured and turned into slaves.
They are empty. They need to fill their souls with more wonderful Trinsmyran music and artistry. I know. I'm planning an exposition come spring. Perhaps you could join us.
I reach into my backpack, pull out a set of manacles that came from the slaves from the mine that we freed and liberated.
Oh dear.
Toss them in front of him, and they go clanky clank clank on the ground, nice and loud, adding to his metal music a nice layer of terror.
Oh.
And I say, will your exhibition focus on this? We took these from a child. They had a child locked up.
Are we using some machinator here with maybe a fate die to turn him to the rebellion?
Yeah.
This is not going to be rabble rousing, but
Nope.
Certainly. So roll 4 dice. And since you're trying to turn someone to the rebellion again, you will get... Oh, look at that. That's excellent. 2 successes. I'm going to give you more fate dice for trying to turn people to the rebellion, basically. So back up to 7 again. Nefria's doing her thing in Trinsmyran. I have a feeling that, after we move to Palamux, there will be less Nefria and more others. I'm just saying.
I mean, you say that, but we're going to find the Trachorian Empire everywhere we go.
Fair point.
There's also going to be a lot more rebels in Palamux to talk to.
What? There are rebels in Palamuxian?
No. They're all loyal subjects. My loyal subjects. My favorite subjects.
We won't be back.
No.
What are you going to throw in the ocean, though? Is it going to be Langox, not tea, I guess?
Trachorians?
Trachorians. They make a fine brew.
I'm going to roll Bizram's 2 dice here just to fate... not fate dice, the water. He has 1 success, and you have 2! You are turning Bizram towards the rebellious side. You've given him 2 points of doubt. You put that ever so eloquent. In fact, I can give you 1 extra die for actually putting manacles on, that's a gear die right there. So roll another d6 for the manacles. It's dramatic.
Yes.
You needed a 6 to get him extra, but next roll you'll have 2 bonus dice to convert him, because now he has 2 points of doubt here. I am really not a warrior as such, but I can focus, dedicate maybe something to the freedom fighters come spring, I suppose. I just don't know if we don't have a lot of soldiers here in Sontrap now. I do not want to attract the attention of the procurator or Inashtar forbid, Simba himself, the butcher.
What do you mine here?
Oh, we do all that we can with the iron that we have.
All right, so maybe instead of 5 tons, it's 4.5. It's 4 3/4. Maybe you divert some of that iron ore to my good rebellion leader, Limer Späde, to help outfit the rebels. We'll always need armor, and we'll always need swords, and your mine and your, friendship to the rebellion, could pay in spades by shaving just a little off the top. And if what comes our way happens to be prime iron, and what goes the way of the Trachorians happens to be, slag and pit iron and, bullshit, more's the good.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. And pray tell, might I be so lucky a man that Mistress Nefria herself will be a liaison with Sir Späde in the future, and thus lend me the opportunity to see her beautiful visage before me again.
Yeah, you know what? Next time we're in town here, we'll definitely swing by. Absolutely.
So we're never coming back here again.
The lies come so easy.
She is a good enough social person to notice that he is in fact serenading her before this visit is over. It's not the type of thing where you have a stringed instrument by a balcony and sing sweetly. It's more Trinsmyran. It's more high pace.
There's a lot of dancing here. Like, I see us dancing. I know this dance.
Oh, yes. He will definitely want to dance with Nefria if he's allowed. He's going to do a very deep bow, and according to all the rules of the etiquette, yes.
A little shimmy, a little shake.
And we'll all see Nefria in the morning.
Yeah.
That is entirely up to Nefria.
Yeah, I think I'll head upstairs with him, and we'll do a fade to black and maybe some pillow talk the following morning.
All right, he is
It's in the rebellion now.
right. If you slept with this, you're in the rebellion. Like, it's just how it is.
He will, in fact, be the perfect gentleman, though, before you get to his private chambers, and say that he would in no way infringe upon Nefria's honor in a dishonorable fashion, but he would be most grateful if she would lend him her attentions in the future as well, and gift her with a wonderful piece of singing ore, the kind of thing that probably Briar Briskfoot would just absolutely love. If you hit it with a small hammer, you can make beautiful music with it. That type of thing.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I will pocket that.
Token as of his appreciation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
No, you keep the fun stuff like that coming, and I will certainly come back here. Just yeah, sure. I like gifts.
Yeah, the question here is how much Nefria wants to encourage him to, he might leap to conclusions in terms of future possibilities
of their relationship.
Let's see here. Nefria would like to make it clear that she's an independent woman who likes to keep her options open, and also keep other things open.
He will just hope then. Like
keep hoping, keep playing that music. It's real nice.
Yeah, he will definitely do that. Yes, for Nefria's sake, certainly do that. Yes.
Dangle a rope for him to try to, clap.
Yeah.
Like,
now, normally, of
at.
course, a noble like himself should not marry a comer. That's a bit gauche. But he might make an exception for Nefria. She's been very, very charming and all sorts of
So
things.
you're saying I could own a town? Like, with a mine and a barony. Go on.
And then your husband dies, and
Right, yeah.
Mining is a dangerous operation.
It really is. Like, that's what happens when these noblemen get involved with merchants when they shouldn't. Like, foolish. All right. So I will go to bed with him and continue to try to convince him.
He will not besmudge your honor before everything has been legally clarified.
Yeah. No ding ding without the wedding ring.
God damn it.
That's not the way to put it.
Oh, boom, boom, unless it's the honeymoon. All right,
There
fine.
you go.
I mean, just don't take no for an answer, Nefria. Get him drunk.
Stop that. This is not that kind of game, Robert. No.
God damn.
She could seduce him if she wants to, but, you know.
I would just make him feel guilty. He'd probably go running to the Trachorians.
Besmirching his honor.
Right? Like,
I will say that at this point, you have succeeded with swaying him towards the rebellion. He is, yeah. I think
Alright,
the
cool.
servants are very happy too. I don't know who is talking. Is anyone else here talking to servants?
No, Art, you want out of this place.
I mean, me, maybe.
Eldrida, maybe, yeah.
Sure.
But your water is terrible, so
No, yeah, no one wants to actually speak with me. So
Sifanu, I think, is our
do you wanna talk to the
second most
servants?
silver-tongued.
Well, this whole situation bores me, so I'm literally just wandering around, looking at things, like going into rooms I shouldn't be in, kind of wandering around.
Hey, tell me if you find any more wine.
there isn't a whole lot
Is
of
there magic
such
here?
rooms, to be honest.
Is there magic here?
all right, no, cool. So I've convinced him that that feels good.
Yeah.
Gear up my horses, make them pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. He will, Oh, you don't have a lump sum yet, do you? Only Sir Artegue has a lump sum.
I was kind
I'll-
of carrying
So
it for
far.
the party.
I'll
No.
give Nefria a lump sum from the Baron.
Ooh.
Lump sum of 1 only, but, you know, it's still
Nice.
something.
Perfect.
better than a stick in the eye.
Yep. It's in the form of some very nice, locally crafted jewelry here from Suntrapna. It's iron with very beautiful, like mineral stones reflecting the sunlight. They're not necessarily like diamonds or jewels or anything like that, but they're maybe at least semi-precious or mountain crystals that are very, very beautiful in the right light and so on.
Nice.
Maybe a necklace and maybe a bracelet and maybe a ring. Yeah.
Very, very cool.
You just get
Token of
hooked up.
appreciation. Not a ring yet. That's the wrong thing. No, but a bracelet and a necklace. There we go.
So I will be sure to send word to Limer Späde that we've got a friend in Bizram.
Very good. And with that, I'm gonna declare your shadow command fulfilled for the purposes of future level ups. At least for now. And I am also looking a little bit at the time here. What else do we want to do here? Did we want to... Is there anything else anyone wants to do here? I know that Eldrida is trying to do something mystical.
Yeah, I want to do my fortune telling ability. So I'll do a ritual with that. You know, in fact, I'm doing a lot more random rituals lately. So,
You are.
but in doing that, well, yeah, I did the moon goddess one with blood and the stuff everywhere. The ritual with Sifanu just a few minutes ago. I just did that.
Yes, you did.
But I want to do my fortune telling thing and kind of see, you know, we should ask it questions, right, guys, about the wedding, maybe.
You can get detailed glimpses of the future with divination. So you will spend at least 1 fate die, of course, on this.
Yep. And I want to know. I guess it's about the wedding. I want to know some details about the wedding because that's our big thing coming up.
Well, don't.
That is
I
your big
mean,
thing.
I would perhaps narrow down a little more than details about the wedding. I mean, I can tell you all the arrangements for the wedding as soon as I get
Well,
to town.
no. The political players at the wedding. How about that?
Also,
Geryon
since
and
like
Folda.
since I have the mirror listed in my inventory, but no divination, and that seems very much like an Eldrida thing to have.
Yeah.
So Nefria is also going to just kick Mirror over to the one who's got the skills to use it.
Very well.
Okay.
So you now have the mirror as well. That allows you to do even more damage to everyone. I mean, to the future.
Just no one else look at the mirror.
Right.
Let's have a look at this.
It's only a problem if we all get trapped in the mirror.
No, but you
We're gonna
have
mess
the,
up
you
the
have
time
the
stream so
phrases,
bad.
so you'll be perfectly safe. Unfortunately, I mean,
Oh, yeah. We're breaking your heart here, right?
yeah, absolutely. So, you can do this. You wanted to do, like an astrology. So basically, you want to do the mirror will answer a question from you within. So you're gonna take a specific action within the next hour. That's how specific it is. And then the mirror will show you the consequences. And I guess the best thing about the mirror is that you don't have to waste any fate dice on using it, and it doesn't require a ritual, right? It requires a very short.
Can I just use it as a tool in my current fortune telling ability? That's what because I want more of like. The
yeah, no, it's
images.
absolutely that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll add.
That's what I'd like to do then.
There we go. You have the mirror, but this is not gonna probably let you do too much with the divination thing that you want to do, because the mirror is not gonna look that far into the future. It's just gonna look an hour. So roll your what's your? That's your wind, right? Plus.
Yeah, wind is 2.
So roll 3 dice for fortune telling. That is a 4, which
I'd
is
like
what
to
you
spend
need.
my fate die to also re-roll those 2.
Ah, you want to spend your no, you don't spend fate dice to re-roll things. You check off
wanna
experiences.
spend Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Yes, so
To
re-roll the
2
things.
dice.
Yep. Nice. You now have 2 successes. That
But at a
allows
cost,
you to ask me
right?
2 questions about the future.
Let's see. Gotta get specific here.
Yep.
Any assassinations planned at the wedding that are not ours, other people? Are they planning any assassinations at the wedding?
Let me get back to you on that.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
My next question will be: Does anyone there, or who there, knows that our group is coming? That we're coming? Like, are they aware of that we're going to be there?
You will have a vision of the wedding, seeing all sorts of people there, and they are, nobles, they are Palamuxi. There will also be Paratornian nobles. You can tell the difference because of how they dress. And you see basically 2 versions of the future. In one, the Paratornian nobles are walking by oblivious to your presence because you are in fact hiding in various corners and just not showing yourself, because Eldrida is sneaky. She can be that when she wants to. In another, Sir Artegue is walking out and giving Geryon Grotteschi a great big hug in front of everyone, and you will see, in fact, one of the let's see now. You will see Lady Terlisi de Bravaletti, the Trachorian, the Paratornian noblewoman who was on the same ship as you guys going to Marjura, and she is fanning herself and smiling to herself a great deal. Clearly recognizing Sir Artegue, because how couldn't she after 5 weeks on a ship with him?
Oh,
I
boy.
got to slap her a couple times playing shuffleboard.
I didn't quite catch that at all, because the volume was way too low.
Sorry, now it's my fault. I said she even, Artegue even got to slap her a couple of times. Got her to slap him a couple of times playing shuffleboard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that is. I'll get back to you on the other one when I know more.
Planned assassinations.
What, so I suppose, Eldrida, do you share with the party?
Oh yeah, of course. When I get done, and I will explain it to you that the goddess has granted me visions of the future. The wedding. I don't believe that many know that we are coming, except for you, Artegue. I think that they are well aware that you're going to come there, and I don't think hiding you is an option. However, I don't think they have any idea that I'm coming. So I may very well stay hidden. And then asterisks on the assassination.
You mentioned the Paratornans or Lady Terralise
Yes.
at the wedding?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I tell you all the people that will be there that I saw in the vision.
There are lots of faces in that vision that you don't recognize.
All right.
Those I don't mention.
I wouldn't know them either. I don't hang out with nobles if I can avoid it. We're terrible. Then I'm going to suggest we unless someone else has another Trinsmyran adventure they want to go on, we go hop on a boat, because Eldrida, I know someone who would want to know that news before the wedding, who I bet has no idea. Because how shall I put this? I sincerely doubt that my employer invited Trachorians. I don't think the Empire got an invite and a +1.
Exactly. Yeah, that is probably not the case. Yeah.
So this could be the kind of news that he'd like to know.
It could be, absolutely. Hashtag party crashers. Also, Eldrida, you get to level up. You've checked all your experiences and fulfilled your shadow command.
Yep, I guess I'll take the moon magic.
Oh my god.
Going for moon magic now?
Yes. I did not intend on being magical at all, but that is the way that this story. I didn't intend on taking swords person either.
I know.
That's the way this story is pushing me.
This
so
story has gone that way. So what do we do for an experience to describe your... What kind of experience do you want to add to your...
I think, how about this? At the end of my fortune-telling ritual, Eldrida sort of drops... She gets high during the ritual anyway. So she sort of drops into a much longer trance than you guys are accustomed to seeing. When she does come to, she has like a soft moonlit glow which fades about her.
She probably remembers and taps into... Oh, this is good. So while she is sitting and divining, she... Not only does she see these visions, but she is finding herself walking on a moonbeam. The goddess herself approaching her from the moon, taking her hands, and embracing her as one of her children.
I like it.
What do we want to write in your experiences?
Got a visit from the moon god.
Yeah, got a visit from the moon goddess. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yep, Luvena herself. So yeah, I guess you can do some magic now. Yeah. That's an interesting development I did not see coming when we started, but maybe a little bit. But yeah. Yeah.
You maybe want to explain how the moon magic works before this gets finalized.
Oh, how the moon magic works? That is not a problem.
I don't have the...
You sent me a thing about it before when this all started, and you roll water for moon magic.
Let's see now.
Seriously?
That's what I remember reading.
I thought it was wind.
Goat is correct. It is water.
I will need to adjust my stats then.
Then you can do that. You can, in fact, do that. So, moon spells always must be challenged through rituals in honor of Luvena. So you can't do like Sir Artegue does and just, cast a spell instantaneously. It's going to take a scene every time you do this. So it's much more like when Sifanu wants to summon the undead. It takes a scene before it triggers, okay? The reason it worked this session was because you spent literally months preparing, and I'm going to count that towards his magic. So it has to be a ritual. A ritual, it's at least a scene, and it must be cast at night. The difficulty increases by 1 if it's indoors, or if clouds hide the light of the moon. It also must involve sacrifice. The most common is to slaughter an animal or burn some valuable object. If the sacrifice is human, you get a bonus die. If the ritual is held under a visible full moon, you also get a bonus die. And you can use this basically to... Yes, it's always water. You can use this to cast spells like Imbue Power. So it's gonna help yourself or someone else present with power for a coming test. Difficulty is level 1, and the number of successful dice is the number of bonus dice you get for one chosen skill check, your own or someone else's, in the future. Incite is when you are doing a ritual affecting a target's senses during a scene. You're inciting them, stripping them of their inhibitions. You can't determine their actions, but their emotional state. So you can make them aggressive or hedonistic or go crazy. You can affect a crowd, higher difficulty. If you want to affect an entire city, that's difficulty 4. But you can make an entire city go batshit.
Could you get multiple bonus die for sacrificing multiple people?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
You can curse people. A chosen victim of the ritual experiences a mishap of some kind. They can get sick or lose money or be unlucky in love or something else. It cannot be directly deadly, though. You can do ill omens. It spreads ill omens and bad mood across an entire region. Harvest fails. The sun is darkened. It rains blood. There's a swarm of locusts or something like that. Difficulty is level 3, though. And clairvoyance. This ritual allows your inner eye to wander across the world and see what happens right now at a faraway place. Ranges unlimited. To see a place where you've been is difficulty 1.
Oh, that actually makes the most sense for Eldrida too. I think out of all of them.
Yep. And a place that you
get access to them all.
Had described to you as difficulty 2.
Okay.
I do believe that these spells are classified as anti-Creationist. Yes. All her known worshippers are so wild and depraved in their sacrificial rituals that their spells are just about always anti-Creationist. If you give me a very good description of how you do this without doing a completely wild hedonistic orgy as part of the ritual, I might make it Creationist at some point.
Isn't the moon goddess a Creationist god, though?
She is, but the way you worshippers behave is frowned upon by all the other gods, and that makes it anti-Creationist.
Okay.
Because you're not supposed to sacrifice people or animals for the gods. That's like a bad thing.
So if we just stick with burning expensive objects, then.
So I am going to adjust, since I am the utility player, I'm going to adjust my stats so I have 2 in everything. There we go.
Okay.
So I have 2 in everything.
2 and everything. Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely.
And Okay, and so with moon magic, it's not like you get one skill like the rest of them. I have access to all of those spells.
Yep. You can do, this was a sample of spells you can do. You can do anything in this magic system. You can do anything you can think of that fits the genre.
And moon magic is based mostly on, like, it's going to be much more about, like witchy beguiling, like traditional witch magic is what I'm thinking of.
Very much so, yes. So
I imagine also you could work, like, lunacy in there as well.
Yeah. Curses, blessings, all those kinds of things, and the only limit is your imagination and the difficulty level I set.
Could I make, like, vines or nature interact with things with that? That feels very witchy to me, but I don't know if that's moon magic necessarily.
You can't necessarily... I mean...
No.
So there is this a sphere of magic that's called basically, animism, when you're talking to animals and can take animal shapes. So that's a different thing, really.
Yeah, but it doesn't involve plants, though.
That's true. It doesn't involve plants. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. I suppose you could use plants in some kind of way to again, this is very much a free-form magic system, so if you can come up with some cool witchy description for how you use this or that plant in a magical fashion, we'll add that to your roll, and that's going to be your concoction, and maybe you will make magic potions imbued with mood magic.
But there's no shape-shifting. I can't turn into a werewolf and howl at the moon.
I guess you could.
Lycanthropy's a curse, right?
It literally says that in, like, the first principle of magic in this game is I should never say no. I should just raise the difficulty level. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
No, you have to say no to us sometimes.
I would say that you can't turn into a werewolf using tectonic summons. So Sir Artegue can't do it.
Exactly.
There we go. But
otherwise, I'm going to be a dragon.
Could Sifanu turn into a different animal by carving himself an interesting rune? Yes. The problem is, how does he get back from that form when he can't carve anything anymore? So... when
the tattoo is covered in fur. Oh no!
You have the wolf tattoo now. How are you ever gonna get back to human? Must look at the other symbol that you carved into the wall.
Maybe it could be some, like, temporary potion that you drink on a full moon and for like an hour or whatever.
Yeah. No, that can happen. Wolf. Why not? Yeah. Sure. Why not? You can make up your own things, and I will set a difficulty level, and you will do witchy stuff. You are now really a witch.
And you could also, like, look to play off, like, the moon phases as well. Like, well, it's the new moon, so I can maybe make a potion that could make something disappear. Like, it's the full moon. Here's, like, a torch, like...
Yes, absolutely.
Magic
Why
moonlight. Not? Or, like, plants and shit that, like, grow in the dark, like night-blooming flowers or, like, fungi and shit.
I just need the blood of a snake to do this potion, because the snake is known for its stealth.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Things like that.
I just imagine Eldrida, like, picking up random shit off the ground all the time and putting it in her bags. And you guys are like, what is she doing? Why does she pick up a bottle cap? You don't know. You don't know.
Witch stuff.
Awesomeness. Woo! Okay. I will say that
to be fair, I have a medical bag that's kind of like that.
Yeah. I would say that we have covered the first quarter of year 9. So next time we meet, it will be in Fontra Cilor, and there will be a big party, and nothing can go wrong. Everybody will be happy. It will be the best party of the century. You can't possibly miss it, and so on. Yeah, I need to make a new overlay so I can fit everyone in.
Can Artegue get word to Geryon before the wedding about some surprising fortune-telling developments?
I think so.
Assassinations. Asterisks on the assassinations.
Right. There's a line in the note about the assassinations. We just don't know what it says yet.
I think you would be able to, yes. I mean, there's enough months here on everything, so weeks. So it would be weird otherwise.
Just wanted to make sure that
that's a fair
companion who represents Geryon would get the message in time.
Indeed.
Okay.
All
And
right. So-
Limer's gonna need to give me a new shadow command, I think.
This time you get to kill Simba.
Not until you level up, though.
Ah, yes.
All right. So
Who knows? Maybe he'll be dead by then.
Check off.
see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yes, thank
Yep.
you very much.
Thanks for
Fun
running,
game.
Mikko.
Bye.
Yeah. It's fun as always.